Hey friends, this is an IdahoSports.com game screen production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. Tournament coverage is presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valley-wide Co-op and country stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. Glad you could join us. We are live here at Meridian High School. It's the 5A state semifinals. Meridian High and Rigby High. A championship date in the Milk Bowl set to be determined here in about 10 minutes. Mike Safford, Logan Green with you live here on a cool but clear night in the Treasure Valley. This one should be a good one.
Yeah, this is going to be a phenomenal matchup. These two teams are coming in, maybe some of the two hottest teams in the state. Obviously, you have to be hot to get to this point. But Meridian, I don't know if you can fly any higher than they are right now after that big win at Mountain View last week, knocking off a conference foe that they've had circled on their radar since a narrow 1-point loss to begin the season. And then Rigby, they're looking to get back to that state championship after a loss last year to Rocky Mountain.
You think about Rigby, a state title 2 years ago. They lose a heartbreaker last year to Rocky. Rigby brings back their all-star quarterback in Tiger Adolfo, throwing for over 2,100 yards on the season. A very veteran-laden team. But then you look at Meridian, a team that hasn't won a state championship since 2007. John Zamberlin has really changed the culture of that program. And in all reality, Logan, they could be sitting right now at 11-0 because their 3 losses are by a combined just 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to that opening week game there at Mountain View. That was a 1-point game, and that's one that can go either way. But then later in the season, they had that loss to Eagle. You look back and say, if everybody was healthy, if they make all their kicks, do they lose that game? And I think they have an argument to say they probably don't. And they proved it on the field so far, and they're a game away from being able to play for a state championship.
One of the most exciting players at the 5A ranks is Malachi Martinez, the senior quarterback. He was out for a couple games this season. They weren't the same way, but he is such a dual-threat quarterback. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with his arm, and a player who I know that Rigby's got to be watching out for.
Yeah, you got to be able to contain him. If you let him free on the outside, if you don't have a linebacker staying home, keeping an eye on him, he's going to run for it, and he's going to get some yardage. And on the other side, same thing is possible for Tiger Adolfo for Rigby. Adolfo, like you said, 2,100 passing yards, but he's also knocking on the door of 500 yards on the ground alone by himself. So, he can get it done with his feet, too. Two dynamic quarterbacks. The defenses are going to have to be sharp tonight.
We've got a ton of great sponsors from various communities that are bringing us tonight's game, including Jab Construction LLC, a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics, and want to wish the boys good luck today at state. Our broadcast also brought to you by Idaho Drug in Rigby, a tradition in pharmacy since 1947, where health is their priority, whether you need a prescription filled on the mobile app or a gift that special someone. Visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They offer free local delivery. Idaho Drug, a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics, and want to wish the team good luck today at state. We're getting our call for our national anthem here from Meridian High, so we plan to step aside for a quick moment. We'll have a couple words for you, and then when we come back, we will have the coin flip and the kickoff. It's Meridian and Rigby live here on IdahoSports.com.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up, so yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Athletes know how important it is to stay hydrated. But did you know there are other ways to hydrate besides just drinking water? In fact, milk is a great hydration option because it actually contains water, as well as electrolytes that are lost when your body sweats. So consider taking milk along with you to your next game or competition and enjoy the taste of greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
You train, you sweat, you practice, you go for the gold, you give 110%, but most of all, you aim for greatness. And milk is the performance enhancer that can help get you to your goal. Trusted by athletes and backed by science, there's a healthy helping of greatness in every refreshing glass of milk. So let nature's original sports drink help quench your thirst for greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process. It's readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Taylor Chevrolet, proud to support Rigby Athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is home of oil changes for life. That's right, buy any new or used vehicle. Never worry about that oil again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto leader with a wide selection of Chevy, Buick, and Cadillac models. Come in today. Get the vehicle you want with the oil change for life. Stop by the Rexburg location or visit their website at www.taylorchev.com. And also brought to you by CNB Operations. For all your commercial John Deere new and used agricultural equipment, choose CNB Operations, Eastern Idaho's premier John Deere dealership. Visit CNB Operations at 1102 West Bridge Street in Blackfoot for all your equipment needs, or visit them online at deerequipment.com. CNB Operations in Blackfoot, proud supporter of their student athletes, and want to wish them good luck in tonight's state tournament. Meridian about to take the field here, running through the big sign. Greg Kilmer from the Idaho Press was here, and he was kidding. He said, they look an awful lot like the Michigan Wolverines, except for the helmet.
And I made that comment during the Madison game a couple weeks ago as Meridian takes the field here. They do. Besides the M on the helmet, they look a spitting image. And I tell you, this is a great atmosphere out here right now. There's not a seat in the house, and it's been full for 30 minutes. It's not filling in. It is full.
When Logan and I were trying to get into the stadium this afternoon, there was a line that stretched nearly from here all the way back to the parking lot. They're doing a lot of construction here at Meridian High, so it's kind of difficult at times to be able to get where you need to. And the line stretched a good quarter mile.
Oh, yeah. No, they were waiting to come in. There was people tailgating out there. They had food. It's a great environment here tonight.
Well, we've got our call for the national anthem here from Meridian High. We will let you hear the Meridian High School Band. Anthem here from Meridian High School. Our broadcast brought to you by Avail Valley Construction, one of the premier horizontal construction companies in the Intermountain West. They specialize in all types of construction, including commercial, residential, and municipal projects. Avail Valley Construction takes pride in their expertise and ability to compete quality projects in a timely manner and within budget. Their years of experience and local reputation deliver them above all expectations for their customers with every project they undertake. Visit availvalley.com. That's AVAIL Valley.com for more information. They want to wish the Rigby boys good luck tonight. What's your keys to the game, Logan?
I think the key is what defense is able to contain what quarterback. I think that's going to come down to that. Whoever, if it's Martinez that has the more explosive game or if it's Tiger Adolfo, I think it's going to come down to the linebacker play of these two defenses. Who's going to step up, who's going to keep an eye on him, and who's going to shut down that quarterback. I also think if Cross Ananachi for Meridian can get going, he just looks like a running back. You know, when you see him out there, you don't have to know where is that guy going to line up. You know he's going beside the quarterback. He just looks like one back there. He belongs back there. And if he gets hot, watch out.
And you look at the numbers, they're very similar. Meridian throws for about 180 yards per game. Rigby throws for a little bit over 200 yards per game. The rushing side of things really favors Meridian in their zone read offense. So we'll see who can be able to establish the run. Meridian wins the toss. They have deferred, so Rigby's going to get the football to start today. No wind to speak of. There's not a cloud in the sky. A lot better than some of the Friday nights we've had this year.
I was going to say there's worse weather that we could have in Idaho on November 12th. It is we're not even bundled up too much. It's a great night for football.
You look at the Rigby Trojans. They will have the football to start the game, and what a job that Armando Guerrero has done with this team. I mean, a team that 4 years ago was a below 500 team, and all of a sudden 3 straight trips to the state semifinals, trying to get to a state championship game for a 3rd straight year. And what he's done in building this program is amazing.
Yeah, and really, you look at both of these teams, they're not traditional powers that you see in the state. Only one state championship for Rigby, that coming in 2009. And on the other side, Meridian with 2 coming in 2005 and 2007. So it's been 14 years for the Warriors, but even then they only have 2 under their belt. So one of these teams is going back to the state championship, and they'll be happy to be there as we get set for kickoff.
Again, the names you'll hear for Rigby is Tiger Adolfo, the quarterback. He's thrown for nearly 2,200 yards and 21 touchdowns. Zeke Valify is the running back. He's rushed for 857 yards, and their big receiver in Taylor Freeman, 53 catches this year. Meridian will kick off wearing the navy tops with the gold pants. It'll be freshman kicker Kataman Rin to kick off. And the semifinal is underway. A knuckleball kick will be taken around the 5-yard line, trying to go to the far sideline, broke a tackle, and out to the 25-yard line. Good return for Rigby.
Yeah,
And
great
that's where they'll
return.
start.
Yeah, Cade Steffler had a great return there. He made a move right at the hash to go inside, pick up a couple extra yards. If he could have stayed on his feet, he probably was good for another 10 or 15.
Well, you looked at how they set up that return. You thought it was going to go right up the numbers along the far sideline as the kick was going right to the corner on the left side, but did a lot on his own and was able to get a good chunk of change there to give Rigby good starting field position at the 25-yard line. And they'll work out of the offset pistol with the quarterback being Tiger Adolfo. Again, Falify is the running back as we're set to go. First down and 10 from the near hash mark. And it'll be a zone read, as it'll be Adolfo who will tuck underneath the left tackle. And he'll dive ahead for a gain of 4 or 5 on first down. It looked like it was supposed to be a handoff, but maybe Valify was a little early in getting to the scene.
Yeah, and Meridian did a great job. The defensive line pushed out far left. You could tell Tiger wanted to go around the edge, but he didn't have it. He had to cut up inside, and what could have been an 8 or 9 yard gain turns into 3.
And actually, they'll spot it all the way out to the 25-yard line. And it'll be again a handoff. This time, Falify's got a good seam. He's got a first down across the 35 near the 40-yard line. Just pinballed off a Meridian defender, and a gain of 9 and a first down for Rigby.
Yeah, if you don't make contact with Falify early, he's going to pick up 7 or 8 every time, and right there, he gets 9 on the play and gives Rigby a first down.
And you look at the quarterback, Adolfo. He's headed to Weber State. 6 foot, about 200 pounds. And now we'll go out of the true pistol formation. It'll be a play fake. They'll swing one out to the far side. First time today that we see the receiver on the outside, Sam Coons. And a gain of 5 on first down. That's a quick release for Adolfo.
Yeah, just almost immediately hits the receiver there on the far side.
Coons has had a good season for Rigby. 13 catches, averaging about 15 yards per grab. They'll put 3 receivers to the near side of the field and bring 1 man in motion, and back to pass goes Adolfo. They'll look over the middle, nearly intercepted. That ball just slung hard, trying to find Lords, cutting across the middle, went right off the side of his shoulder pad, kicked high in the air, and for the Trojans, very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, it was a bullet pass, and like you said, just hit him in the shoulder. Don't know if the pass came in too hot or he was out of place, but falls harmlessly. Luckily, if you're Rigby, you breathe a sigh of relief.
Rigby at 9-1, their only loss 2 weeks ago against Madison. And whistles blown, and I believe it was a little motion on Rigby, and they'll back him up 5 yards. It looked like it was the receiver to the bottom of the screen. I'm so used to doing TV games this year.
Yeah, it looked like it was Foster that maybe moved a little bit for Rigby.
The senior receiver. They will rotate Will Rigby somewhere between 5 and 7 receivers in, said Coach Gonzalez.
Well, you look at their receivers. They've got 4 receivers with over 200 yards on the year, and then they could just plug anybody in there and they'll catch that ball.
They'll have 2 receivers to the near side of the screen, and they'll put foul ball in motion and a play-action pass. Toss over the middle, caught a first down. Breaking 1 tackle again along the far sideline into Meridian territory down to the 42-yard line again. It's Coons.
Yeah, just in the right place at the right time. He found the spot in the defense. Coons comes up with the catch and then does more on the ground and picks up a big first down for the Trojans.
17-yard gain. The Trojans into Meridian territory down to the 43-yard line. First down and 10. It'll be a zone read, handoff, Falify across the 40. And he's got such a big burst coming across the line and it'll be a gain of 5.
Yeah, he does not lose yardage. Falify is going to pick up a chunk of yards every time, and you've seen the Rigby offense so far. They had the 1 incompletion, but every play is picking up at least 5 yards. If you do that every play, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
That linebacker crew for Meridian going to have to try to make some sort of stop. Second down and 5, far hash mark at the 38-yard line. And Adolfo checks over to the far sideline, and it looks like they will change the play at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers and a slot to the right side. And they will turn again, zone read right up the middle. This time it'll be a keep by Adolfo. He's got a first down and gets run out of bounds.
And Adolfo does a great job when he is faking that handoff to Valavai. He runs forward with him, and it tricks the defense, and they have to commit to somebody. That time, everybody going to Valavai. Tiger Adolfo gets the edge and picks up another first down for Rigby.
And did a smart thing, didn't initiate contact when he went along the far sideline. Got to the sticks, went out of bounds, saved getting hit. That's a smart move by a veteran leader. First down and 10, Rigby at the Meridian 32-yard line. It'll be a handoff. Valafai's got a big hole on the right side. He's across the 25, and a gain of 6, 7, maybe 8 yards on first down.
Yeah,
and
looks
there's
like
a huge push up front.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him 8 yards on that. Ball's up to the 25, and Rigby offense, they are just chipping away, doing whatever they want on the ground right now. I think it really starts with the connection that Adolfo and Valavai have. They feed off of each other, and Meridian's having a hard time predicting who has it.
Second and short off the stretch play. It's Adolfo handing off to Valavai. He's got the first down across the 20, down near the 17-yard line. And Logan, it's 5 yards downfield before there's any contact.
No, he hits that hole so quickly, does Valavai. Just bursts right through it, and once again, another 7, 8 yard pickup by him. He's just going to keep doing that all night. Meridian's got to come up with an answer if they want to bring him down. 8th
play of the drive that started back on the Rigby 25-yard line. They are in the red zone down to the 17th. Adolfo will go under center this time, bring a man in motion, look for a fly sweep, comes to the near side. It's Lords and nothing doing. Try to get a little cute this time to Coleman Ward coming across the formation from right to left, and maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Lords, like you said, coming on that jet sweep all the way from the far side. Doesn't even make it back to the hash mark on here on the near side before he's wrapped down, and he will lose a yard.
There was big contact in the middle that time. Kai Sivison, the nose guard, 260-pounder, big size in the middle for Meridian, able to come down and make that play, and did a nice job beating his man to the gap.
And that's the first time we've seen Meridian get that penetration, and that's what they're going to need to do to bring up some stops here against Rigby.
2nd and 11 near hash mark at the 18. It'll be a handoff middle of the defense. Not a lot of running room that time. It was not Valafai that time on the carry. Instead, it was Klingler, who had just 18 carries on the whole season, did Peyton Klingler. This one goes for 3, and it'll bring up a 3rd and about 8. Big play here for the Meridian defense.
Yeah, look on the outside to the receiver as Adolfo scrambles.
They'll throw out, get the tight end. He's got a first down. He's near the goal line. We'll wait to see. And they'll say short of the line to gain as they found Con Dancy, the tight end. As they rolled Adolfo out to the right, the tight end just slipped out into the flat. It was a 1v1, and they get 12 and a first down.
And they're going to say Danzy stepped out of bounds. He had his foot out on the 3. But I tell you, he leapt forward, and he ball landed right on the pylon. His foot must have been out from, it's on the far side. He would have been in if that foot was in.
It almost looked like that big man touchdown last night
for the
in the Dolphins game.
Yeah, he went up, did Danzy right there. What a play. He doesn't get in, but he'll remember that one.
5 minutes into the first quarter, knocking on the doorstep of the Rigby Trojans. They will go in tight. Out of the shotgun goes Adolfo. Now they'll bring the running back Valafai back in. And it'll be a handoff. Flag flies in the backfield as Valafai is down to the 1, but I believe it'll be an illegal shift on Rigby. That is indeed the call.
I don't think Valavai ever got fully set there, and that one will back it up 5 yards. He didn't score. He picked up about 2 on the play.
Second penalty of this drive. As the Rigby Trojans at 9-1, the Meridian Warriors at 8-3 on the season. John Zamberlin has resurrected a program that has a rich history, but had struggled for so many years being the third high school in that West Ada School District.
Yeah, and you see so many of these West Ada School District, just on top of the world right now, with Rocky Mountain always there, and Mountain View, who's playing for it, or they were undefeated all year.
If you look at what Eagle does.
And Eagle, playing tonight for another spot at the state
Three
champ.
receivers to the near side. It'll be a zone read. Keeper again for the quarterback, and Adolfo across the 5 down about to the original line of scrimmage, down to the 3.
That's another one there where Adolfo ran up forward, and by the time he decided to keep it, he was almost at the line of scrimmage. He had Followby right on his hip as they went hip and hip all the way up to the line.
Talk about lead blocker.
Each other.
It's 400 pounds coming right at the defensive front. 2nd and goal, they'll spot it at the 4. They'll bring everyone in tight. Double tight end set. 3 running backs in the backfield, still in the pistol. It'll be a handoff, and up the middle and into the end zone goes Followby. Touchdown, Rigby.
Yeah, what a run as he just dices his way into the end zone. Followby gets the scoring started for Rigby as he's in for 6.
4-yard touchdown run for Followby. And Rigby strikes first. A long drive for the Rigby Trojans.
And they do it mostly on the ground. They had a couple of receptions on the drive when they needed them on 3rd down, but most of it, Followby on the ground as they eat up almost 6 minutes off the clock.
Minsky on for the point after. The left-hander's kick is up, and that kick is good. 6:17 left in the opening quarter. Rigby leading by a score of 7-0.
Briggs Steel is a leading manufacturer of many metal products. They are family-owned, and they're a family-owned business with 4 generations of experience in the metal industry. They specialize in steel roofing, metal roofing, steel siding, metal siding, and trim. Briggs Steel stocks most colors and accessories for any steel roofing, metal roofing, or steel siding or metal siding project. They are locally owned and operated right out of Rigby, Idaho, to serve you better. The team at Briggs Steel wants to wish the boys good luck in today's game. So want to thank Fall River Propane. They serve the entire Upper Valley as well as Island Park with the highest quality, hottest burning propane at competitive prices. Our industry-trained and certified staff offers more than 70 years of experience. Fall River Propane services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves, and we will install home comfort system on-demand propane water heaters.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors as Rigby set to kick off. It'll be a high end-over-end kick. Davis Thacker will take it nearer the goal line, come along the far side 20, gets to the boundary 30, and a good return all the way out near the 40-yard line. We'll see where they'll spot it. And a good answer for the Meridian Warriors. A big kickoff return, nearly 40 yards, where they'll spot it. Wow, all the way out to the 45-yard line. Talking about a tightrope effort.
Yeah, he was on the edge around the 35 and kept going. But what a return it is for Thacker. Thacker missed a couple of games this season. He was one of those players out for Meridian. 3 games he missed this year. But they love having him back. He was one of the stars of their state championship basketball team in the spring.
Malachi Martinez, the quarterback, 964 passing yards. He's rushed for 164, and he'll look to pass to start. Looks out into the flat, finds Thacker. Is he inbounds? Yes. A completed pass for Malachi Martinez, and it'll be a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Yeah, he barely got in there. That was a toe down, fall out of bounds catch for Thacker, but a nice job to pick up 7 yards. And just like that, they're already in Rigby territory.
Great kickoff return. The kicking game could be something that will be key tonight. Under center this time goes Martinez, a pair of running backs behind him. And they'll turn, hand off. Big hole right up the middle, 40, 35-yard line. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
The fact that Antonacci is going to be a key for Meridian, and a huge first touch gains all the way down to the 33.
So Antonacci says, hey, I can do that too, Followby, and he goes right up the gut, and he picks up a 1st down, a gain of about 10 for him there. And both of these running games are looking strong so far.
The way it could be, who knows? Last team to touch the football wins this. 1st down and 10 on the jet sweep. No, it's the throw right over the middle, caught inside the 20. They find Quentin Riley, the top receiving threat, and he just had a little dig route. The linebackers came in. Martinez threw it right over the top. A gain of 18 and a big play for Meridian.
Yeah, he had a pocket right where he caught it there around the 15-yard line, and he bobbled it a little bit but was able to bring it down, and he got drilled by Trevin Talbot right as he caught it, but a big first down for the Warriors.
I formation, handoff near side, nothing doing this time. Del Rio, the running back, and he was hit behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Rigby Trojans. And they tried to go power, and Rigby had the power.
Yeah, Damian Walker, he was the first one back for Rigby. He didn't come up with the tackle at the end, but he slowed him down enough to give his teammates enough time. So that might not go in the stat book as a tackle for loss, but he definitely earned it.
4:54 left first quarter, 7-0 Rigby, but Meridian threatening. Handoff, Antonacci right up the middle. Not a whole lot of running room. Trying to go over left tackle, and maybe a gain of 2.
So the first third down coming for Meridian. This will be a third and about 9 yards to go. They need to get down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we saw what Rigby did in a very similar situation on their first drive. They rolled the quarterback out and looked for the tight end in the flat. We'll see what John Zamberlin decides. Under center with an offset on. Play fake. No, it's a jet sweep to the outside. Big running room. 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Meridian. Warriors go to the outside, and it's Riley Byngen for a touchdown on an end around from 15 yards out.
I think everybody thought that Antonacci was going to take that, and the whole Rigby defensive line went right to him. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like you said, comes Byington, and Byington scoots around everybody and just gets that corner of the end zone to put 6 on the board for Meridian.
Eli Arsenault on for the try. Kick on the way, line drive, knuckleball kick is up and good. We are tied at 7 in the 5A state semifinals. 4:15 left here in the opening quarter.
Upper Valley Orthopedics is the Upper Snake River Valley's renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Dr. Michael Larson, Kevin Lee, and Travis Torngren are board-certified orthopedic surgeons treating all conditions of the shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist, hip, knee, foot, ankle, and all other sports-related injuries. Please call for an appointment at 356-9550 or request online at uppervalleyortho.com. Upper Valley Orthopedics in Rexburg is a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics.
Talk about a quick drive. 6 plays, 55 yards. Byington with the 14-yard touchdown run to tie this up at 7. And you look at Byington, just his 16th carry of the year, but he is averaging 19 yards a rush. So,
and that time he picks up about, it was a 14-yard run there for him there was nobody over there. He definitely got that first down easily, but then after that, he made a move to get in the end zone and pick up the touchdown.
Catamon ready to kick off. It'll be an end-over-end kick. It'll bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone. So that'll be where Rigby will start at the 25-yard line.
You know, Steffler, he let that bounce. I thought maybe it had a chance to go out of bounds. It hit around the 4-yard line. Either way, it rolls out of the end zone. I thought it was a good decision by him to just kind of let that one roll.
Howell Orthodontics in Meridian welcomes patients of all ages with their family-friendly atmosphere. From a 7-year-old's first orthodontic consultation to a teenager's brace or Invisalign treatment, all the way up to mom and dad getting their turn later in life, Howell Orthodontics will keep you smiling through all your appointments. They make paying for your treatment a breeze by offering a lowdown and 0% financing. Browse their website to learn more. That's HowellOrthodontics.com. See why there's something worth celebrating. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Rigby Trojans in a 7-7 tie. Talk about Meridian answering under center. Play action pass, now a handoff. Big hole right up the middle again. And near the first down marker will go Falify. Again, The weird thing, we're in high school and not college. I've called enough college football this year. College game, they move it out to the 25. Here they started at the 20.
Yeah, still do it at the 20, and Falify once again picks up 9 yards on the ground on first down. think he's had one play where he didn't pick up more than 5 so far. He's been really controlling this game on the ground so far.
6 carries for 42 yards and that 4-yard touchdown run that got Rigby on the board. As they will reset their offense with 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Looks like it's a design potential run play here. Play clock is down to 5. As it'll be a design run, as I thought, and a first down carry for Adolfo. You could see what was coming.
I mean, you spread out the defense a little bit. You bring everybody over here to the near side. Rigby had 4 receivers over here to the near side, and Adolfo takes the snap, and he just immediately goes to the opposite side as the defense is all spread over here. Picks up enough yards for the first down and some.
Adolfo, the senior quarterback, has completed nearly 68% of his passes this season. It'll be a handoff, middle of the defense. Again, Falify. He's across the 35, 38, maybe the 39-yard line. And all the way out to, again, a good 4-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, only 4 yards for Falify, That's it this time. He's just, you'll take that. If you can get 4 yards every play, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
The receiving core coming to the bottom of the screen, including Freeman and Coons. They got to make sure who's on the line and who's not. Zone read again, handoff, Falify across the 45, and golly, he's 5 yards downfield about where the handoff is coming because Adolfo just hanging on and just running with him, and there's no contact.
I'm wondering how long they would go hip and hip like that, because if he's Falify's right there on his hip, theoretically, he could just hand the lateral off all the way down the field. They're just waiting for somebody to make a commitment.
It's all the old option with Oklahoma back in the day. They'll look for an inside screen. Adolfo being pressured in the backfield. He'll hustle back towards the line of scrimmage. They were looking for a slip screen along the top part of the field on the boundary. And a good job by the safeties for Meridian coming up to get right in the middle of that play. It was Gardner, the senior cornerback, that really took that one away. And all Adolfo could do is tuck it and run.
Yeah, he wanted the screen, but it just wasn't there.
2nd and 9. Play fake, handoff. A big hole again for Falify, and he's across the 50, 45, and near the first down.
Yeah, once again, Falify back to his usual ways as he cuts and dices all the way up, and it's a 3rd and not even a yard.
And he's starting, and it's something you can't see at home, but he's 8 to 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and getting a huge burst of steam before he gets to where the quarterback is.
That's hard to do. You got to be fast enough to do that where it's beneficial to you. You just see him right there beside it because they can't gain the speed, but Falify can.
Play fake, now a handoff. McCullough's first carry on the zone read over the left side, and he gets the first down around the 40-yard line. Lucas McCullough with the first down carry for Rigby as we're inside the final minute here in the first quarter. It's 7-7. Both teams have scored on their opening possession. That big offensive line for Rigby has done a great job in the run game. And for Adolfo, he's only thrown the ball 4 times.
And he hasn't really needed to. He's done it on 3rd down when he did, and he can complete it when he needs to. But if they can keep it on the ground, they will.
Play fake. They look over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to look inside to Lords coming over the middle. And Adolfo's pass was down around his shoe tops.
They throw it there in first down. We haven't really seen that out of them, but you got to keep the defense honest and throw in a throw every once in a while there on first. They've shown that they can pick it up. They don't need that 3rd and short to succeed. They can be 3rd and 4 or 5, and they'll still pick it up.
The bad part, Logan, was that could have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
The safety had come to the wide side of the field. It was a 1v1 with a fast receiver and a linebacker. Yeah. And if he makes the catch, he's going to beat the linebacker to the boundary.
And Lord's averaging over 16 yards of reception, so he's no stranger to long plays.
2nd down and 10 out of the shotgun, an option play. They'll try a little shovel pass inside. It's caught in the middle by the tight end again, and Danzy has a first down.
What a play. That Tiger Adolfo was going outside. The whole defense bit on it as he faked that option going out to Falavai, and Danzy cut up the middle, and he just pitched it inside, like you said. Small little shovel pass up the gut, and he picks up the first down. What a play design by Rigby.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. We are tied at 7 here in the 5A state championships here on IdahoSports.com.
That's it for the first quarter.
Bell Financial Group, with over 20 years of experience in the mortgage industry, is your premier local mortgage lender. They're proud to offer you the same options as national lenders, only with the advantage of working with real Idahoans that work for you and not the banks. Bell Financial Group believes strongly in giving back to the community and sponsor local high school webcasts to make sure they're not just helping you find a house, they're helping you find a home. That's Bell Financial Group. Also brought to you by Scotty's True Value and CarQuest. They're dedicated to providing you the great customer service and a wide variety of products unmatched to help you take care of your hardware, automotive, and weekend project needs. They're located at 201 South State Street in downtown Rigby. Give them a call at 745-6498 or visit them online at truevalue.com/ScottySand. Then let them take care of your hometown way. Scotty's True Value is a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. And also, Rain & Styles, proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Rain & Style provides custom alternatives to make your animal stand out in the crowd. Use the coupon code IdahoSports. That's IdahoSports with your order and get 10% off now. Whether you need collars or leashes for your dog, beautiful, colorful tack for your horse, or a cool gift decor item for you, Rain & Style can help you out. Located conveniently in Boise and products custom made for your needs, log on to rainandstyle.com.
That's R-E-I-N, Rain, not R-A-I-N, just in case you were wondering.
I like that. First down and 10 for Rigby going the other way. It'll be a keeper for Adolfo on the zone read across the 25, and a nice tackle in space that time by Landon Eason, the junior safety, after a gain of 4 or 5.
Yeah, Adolfo hasn't run too much. He's been handing it off on those option plays. That time he decides to keep it, and once again he picks up 5 yards. This Trojan offense just clicking right now on the run game.
2nd down, they'll call it 5 at the 24 near hash mark. Valify, the running back, out of the pistol. Big movement up front, no flags flown. And a beating off the line of scrimmage is Valify. He's going to be thrown way behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I don't know how that wasn't offsides, though. I thought for sure Meridian was in the neutral zone. He must have got back. I thought he was offsides.
Oh, what a job that time up front by Kai Simpson. We talked about him earlier. It goes for a loss of 10.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. First time the Trojans have been knocked back like this so far on the night. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15 to go.
Probably 4-down territory for Rigby, you would think. Alibi, the running back. 4-receiver set. Out of the shotgun works Adolfo, and now whistles fly. And it's at the top of the screen, and I believe they're going to say one of the receivers was a little early in trying to come upfield, and
it goes
back up.
From 3rd and long to 3rd and longer now for Rigby, as they're now in a 3rd and 20. We'll see what they dial up here. You got to think they're going to the air, but in what, where do they look into? You got Freeman, if you're Rigby, 891 yards receiving. You got to keep an eye on him if you're Meridian.
Four receiver set, plus a tight end. And now they'll reset Falabai next to Adolfo. And they'll sprint him out to his left. Looking, pressure comes. Hit as he thrown. It's caught. A little bit short of the first down, though, but now it'll be a 4th down and manageable. As Rigby went inside, sitting in the soft part of the zone was Coons, already his third reception. It'll go for 16 yards.
That's a huge play because now, like you said, you're very much in field goal range here if you want to boot it so far in the season. Minsky only with 2 attempts, but it makes a very manageable 4th down. And you got to like a 4th and 4 if you're Rigby with Falavai in the backfield.
They'll run out of the pistol, 4th and 4. A lot of movement up front. Back to pass Adolfo. Pressure comes, steps up into the pocket. He'll look to run. Did he get there? It'll depend on the spot. Rigby says they got it. We'll wait to see. It's right at the 20-yard line.
I think he put forth a second effort right at the line, and he's going to be just on the other side of the 20. What a pickup on 4th down for Tiger Adolfo. They are going to bring out the chains, but I think he's got that first down.
Will be depending on where that chain crew was. There was rush pressure from the rush end for Meridian coming along the near sideline, and not a whole lot of opportunity for him to make a throw. Had a guy open in the end zone but couldn't find him, but a nice job that time by Adolfo to just tuck and run, and we'll see if he gets the first down. So they'll bring the chains over.
I think he's got it maybe by half the length of the football here.
We'll wait to find out. If you hear a big eruption, it'll be Meridian because we're on their near side. And they will say, first down Rigby. Just barely.
You've seen the old card trick where they slide a card. I mean, he was down there looking at it very intently. He was right at the sticks. So that's about as close to a first down as your perfect first down as you're ever going to see. Tiger Adolfo, what a huge play on 4th down to pick it up and keep the drive alive for Rigby.
Adolfo needed 4. He got 4 and an inch.
Got just enough.
Ball is at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Rigby. 9:17 left in the first half and a 7-7 tie. It's pretty much been all offense so far today. They'll take the quarterback. He'll go in behind the center, then drop back out. Offset pistol. And it'll be a pass play. They'll swing one out. Falavai in space. Has room. 15. Gets to the sideline. 10. Inside the 5-yard line. Great stock block that time by Coons at the bottom of the screen. Had a nice job by Falavai to get into space. And it's inside the 5-yard line for Rigby.
And he could have gone out of bounds at the 8, but he made a great move to stay in and pick up a couple extra more yards. As right now Rigby trying to change some personnel. A lot of movement going on out there as they look to get everything set up for this 1st and goal.
Adolfo will be by himself in the backfield. They'll load up the whole short side of the boundary. First down and goal at the 5. Meridian puts 8 in the box. It'll be a zone read for the quarterback. And right up the middle works the quarterback, Adolfo, and he's down near the 1.
And the defense did a great job at swallowing him up. I thought maybe he had a gap right there in the middle of the field, but the defense collapses and prevents Adolfo from sneaking in for the touchdown.
12th play of this drive that started back at the 20-yard line.
This is something I noticed a couple weeks ago is Meridian will score fast. And this is my first time seeing Rigby this year, and they're methodical. They're going to chip away at it. And maybe that's going to play some sort of difference into this game as who has the ball last and who wants to, do they need a long drive or is a short one needed? Could play a factor.
Only one receiver in this set. Falavai is in the backfield. It'll be a quarterback keep right up the middle and into the end zone. Following the center goes Adolfo, and Rigby answers with an 80-yard touchdown drive of their own, and they've got the lead at 13-7.
It's only fitting that Adolfo gets the points there as he made that critical run on 4th down to pick up the first down for the Trojans, and he's able to just, like you said, pile in behind the center and go in over the top for 6.
Minsky will be on for the try. 43 out of 48 on the season. Left-footed kicker. Good snap, spot, kick on the way up. The kick looks good, and it is good. And with 7:33 left in the opening half, Rigby back on top at 14-7.
More and more people in Rigby are choosing Madison Memorial Hospital for themselves and their families. Madison Memorial is a fundamental part of the community. Its Rigby roots go way back. In fact, many of the nurses and doctors and healthcare professionals who work at Madison Memorial today live right in Rigby. And they're big Trojans fans. Let me tell you, next time you or someone in your family needs state-of-the-art medical care that's close to home with a personal touch that comes from being staffed by your very own Rigby neighbors, just go to Madison Memorial in Rexburg. You'll be so glad you did.
So many great sponsors that are bringing you today's game. Glad you could join us here from Meridian High School. Mike Sanford and Logan Green with you. One of 2 state semifinals going on right now. Highland and Eagle, about a par 5 from here. Well, maybe a little bit more than a par 5. I believe it's 7-7 was the last score I saw between Highland and Eagle. The winner meets the winner of this one for the state title. High short end over end. It'll be taken around the 5-yard line. Comes to the boundary, 20, 25, 30, 35-yard line. And pushed out of bounds again. Will go Thacker. He had a 40-yard return on his first one, 30 yards there. And you mentioned it, Logan. The first drive for Rigby, it went nearly 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was
Meridian went 2 minutes, 30 seconds and scored. The last drive for Rigby, 7 minutes, 32 seconds.
Yeah.
13 plays. They go 80 yards and score.
And once again, Thacker, another huge return, as now Meridian has good field position. Again, they're going to start at the 36, as Rigby's had to be backed up on both of their possessions.
Under center, Martinez, back to pass, looks for a deep ball. Threw it up for grabs, going high in the air, making the catch along the far sidelines. That's corner. Big play.
Yeah, Quentin Riley, what a catch to go up and get it. He was being face guarded the whole way down the field, and he caught it at the high point of the ball and brings it down. And just like that, Meridian already at the Rigby 30-yard line.
34 yards on the reception. He dove, I saw a half of a number, couldn't see the other half. Big play as they'll hand it off far side across the 25. A good run for Del Rio. After he got stopped for a loss on his first carry, he gets himself 7 on that one. Riley with a big play that time of 34 yards.
And Dayton Grover came in for Rigby as Del Rio was dancing around, and Grover just kind of slammed right into him and pushed him back. What a great tackle by Grover for Rigby.
3 receivers set, 2 running backs, and Martinez under center. They'll hand it off, middle of the defense. Not a whole lot of running room this time for Antonacci. And he's close to the line to gain. They'll give him 2. He needed 3 for the first down.
Looks like that Highland Eagle game is 13-7 now in favor of Highland.
What a comeback for Highland last week.
As they come on the road over here and beat Rocky Mountain at Rocky. And Ian Hershey just doing what he does and booting field goals from every spot of the field.
I'm envious being a former college kicker.
And he will be one day.
3rd down and 1 out of the pistol. It'll be a handoff. Antonacci's got the first down. He's across the 20 following the right tackle. Needed a yard. He got 3 and a first down Meridian into the red zone.
So already in the red zone for Meridian at the 5:53 mark of this second quarter. We're getting close to halftime as they just go right back down the field, wasting no time.
Martinez through the air, 3 of 3 for 60 yards today. Antonacci, 22 yards on 4 carries. 1st and 10 at the 18 of Rigby. Under center, Martinez, play action pass. They'll throw out in the flat. Caught along the near side. It's Antonacci, 15. And he'll get knocked out of bounds after a gain of 4 or 5 on first down. That's a good design play that time. A run pass option that time for Malachi Martinez.
Yeah, and they pick up about 6 yards on that play. Actually, it's going to be around 5. They move the spot back just a little bit, but now inside the 15 for Meridian.
Antonacci, 13 catches coming into the game. Again, Riley, who's had the big play right there. 7 touchdown receptions on the year. There'll be a handoff. Del Rio's got a seam. 10 down to the 5. Del Rio inside the 5, down to around the 2.
Yeah, Del Rio, he was a player of the game in the game against Madison with some of his runs. And that time right there showing you why as he dances around, He gets all the way down to the 2. He's just so shifty. He can get low to the ground. He's shorter than most everybody out there, and that low center of gravity lets him get down low and get away from defenders.
I knew it was going to be an offensive firepower for both teams. I don't think I was expecting it to this nature.
Might come down to a turnover or a missed extra point at this point because both offenses are clicking.
2 running backs in the backfield. Del Rio takes the handoff, crosses out to the right side, broke 1 tackle. He'll get down near the 1 as the linebackers for Rigby really crashed that strong side of the offensive line. Del Rio did a lot of that himself.
Yeah, and the stop by Logan Fredrickson for Rigby, he prevented the touchdown as Fredrickson just wrapped him up and kind of threw Del Rio back a little bit. A great stop by Fredrickson.
4:30 left first half, 14-7. Rigby leads, but at the 1-yard line, Meridian. Under center goes Martinez. Handoff, Del Rio again. He's not going to get there. No gain on the play. And again, it was the linebackers for Rigby that came down and made the play that time. That was Brevin Larson, a junior, that came down and got into the backfield, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal at the 1.
Yeah, so right now Rigby doing what they need to do down there and prevent the touchdown as Meridian just feet from the goal line. That defense showing up strong in the first 2 plays, but that's a lot of time to block down low to stop on 4 tries.
2 tight end set for Martinez. They'll hand it off, trying to get to the outside. Del Rio, he's not going to get there, but there may be a face mask on that tackle. And it could be a huge play if that's the call. 2 flags thrown. One was by the back judge, one was by the line judge. It's either holding or it's a face mask. It's one or the other. We'll see.
And I thought he didn't. I thought, in my mind, I was like, I could see a flag coming here because it looked worse than it was, but we're not as close.
And it is a face mask. Oh, boy. Instead of 4th and goal at the 4, the 5th penalty already on Rigby is going to set up Meridian 1st and goal again at the 1. Waiting for the sticks on the far side to flip back to 1. But Martinez will quickly get back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll hand it off. And Donacci's going to walk in. Touchdown, Meridian.
Yeah, huge penalty there for Rigby as they had him stopped, and it was going to be 4th down. And maybe the first stop of the game so far, but that time Antonacci takes advantage of the penalty as Meridian is an extra point away from tying this one up.
64-yard drive. This time it took 8 plays. And extra points are going to be huge in this one. On for the try is Arsenault. Kick on the way, line drive, kick up and good. 14-14 our score with 3:26 left here in the first half.
Rise Realty, powered by Dacry Bernard Realty Group, is focused on providing you with a real estate experience unlike any other. Rise Realty has a team of professionals that will provide you with specialized knowledge and solutions for even the toughest deals. As the industry leader in innovation, Rise Realty's agents utilize new technologies that make the home buying or selling process a breeze, ensuring you have more time to catch all of the Rigby Trojan victories. Go Trojans! Also, again, want to thank Fall River Propane. Don't forget to check them out at fallriverpropane.com or call anytime at 1-800-632-5726. fallriverpropane.com, the Upper Valley's home for the hottest burning propane around.
And with the way the temperatures are starting to cool down, especially in eastern Idaho, that is something that is definitely going to be needed.
So my mother-in-law is a Rigby Trojan, so I know how cold it is over there. Shout out to any Clarks from Manan listening in.
Line drive kick. It'll be taken by Lords back at the 3-yard line, trying to get to the far side of the field. 20, cuts underneath 25 before he's spotted down that time by Landon Easton, a free safety, a junior, down around the 25-yard line. So with 3:18 left here in the quarter and the first half, an opportunity here for Rigby to try to get an extra possession in. Both teams have scored on their 2 possessions here in the first half.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a quicker offense you're going to see from Rigby with 3:18. And you got to think that they have to score here, as Meridian's going to get that ball to start the second half. And if they want an advantage, they can get it right here.
Adolfo, the quarterback, will split the receiver out to the near side. Waits, pump fakes twice, throws, finds a tight end open. 40, 45-yard line. And for the third time today, they find Dancy for a big play.
And you could see Cole Dancy just be a little bit patient right there at the linebackers and kind of get tied up with him, and then he slowly drifted forward, and he was wide open as Denny's right there in the middle of the field as they hit him right in motion. Big first down for Rigby.
Did a great job finding the soft spot, the 2-deep zone. They're running cover 2. In the back is Meridian, and he got behind the linebackers, pump fake a couple times with Adolfo, and then it was an easy pitch and catch, and it was how far could the tight end run. 1st and 10 at the 45. It'll be a handoff. Alibi going to the far side. Not a whole lot of running room. As stepping up was Ryan Corder, a junior, from his linebacker spot after a gain of 2 for Zeke Valify. 11 carries for 53 yards for Valify so far today.
And it was a great decision by Adolfo to hand it off, as there was 2 different Meridian Warriors right there waiting for it. But Valify on the other side of the field takes the handoff and gets something out of what could have been nothing.
4 receiver set, 1 running back. They'll reset the tight end in the slot to the right. And back to pass works Adolfo. Steadies in the pocket, but his pass trying to find the outlet receiver, that being the running back Valify, and it goes incomplete.
Now Valify had a lot of room to run too if he was able to get his hands on that thing.
Neither team has been stopped so far today. 2:10 left in the opening half. We're tied at 14. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts. Crowd going to make some noise on a 3rd and 8 at the 49. They'll split 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. 1 running back, and they'll roll out the quarterback Adolfo. He pump fakes, throws again, over the middle, caught, first down. 40, broke a tackle, and had no one in front of him. However, Coons got eaten up by the turf monster after a gain of 18.
There was no one in front of Coons, and he trips up right there at the 32-yard line, and he had nothing but green turf in front of him. That's a touchdown if he stays up on his feet.
And a shoestring tackle. Somehow one of the safeties from Meridian got just enough to get him off balance, and Coons already 4 receptions today. 1st and 10 at the 32. It'll be a play fake. Keeper this time. Adolfo cuts back. He's across the 30. Heads back to the far side of the field, back around the 27. So it'll be a gain of 5 for Tiger Adolfo. 48 rush yards for Adolfo so far today. It has not been balanced offense for Rigby. They've run the football 25 times. They've thrown it 12. 37 offensive plays for the Trojans here in the first quarter alone. 2nd down and 5 at the 27. Out of the pistol. It'll be a handoff. Valify. He's across the 25, pushes forward down near the 20-yard line, and a first down. Clock will stop as they move the chain.
Yeah, once again, an 8-yard pickup. Now they're right there at the red zone. We'll call it the red zone as they're at the 20-yard line as we had just hit the minute mark to go in the half. So Rigby, they got all their timeouts, plenty of time to punch this thing in.
In no hurry. They don't want to give Meridian the football back. They'll set the tight end, Dancy in the slot, and now bring the receiver as well. Clock still running inside of 40 seconds. And I think Rigby still trying to get a play call. Play clock is at 5. They're going to have to burn a timeout, I think. With 4, with 3 on the play clock. And back to pass Adolfo. Looks, pressure comes, he gets sacked!
Man, just about the worst case scenario if you're Rigby there. You ate 30 seconds off the clock waiting for the snap, and then you lose 10 yards on the sack. Now only 21 seconds to go till halftime.
Holden Armstrong from the weak side, and Corbin Meissner from the strong side came in and sandwiched him, and only 21 seconds left in the quarter. That's where you got to call timeout. They were all out of sorts. Couldn't get the play call in from the sideline.
Yeah, and now look where you're at. Now you're in this position, and as we get the score update, Highland now 20-7 over Rigby. But yeah, you gotta snap. You gotta call a timeout there. Save the time, and now save the down and distance. It's now at second and about 17 yards. It's long back there.
Hey, something must be going good at the Boise State game if my good buddy Jay Tust is standing on the sidelines taking some video of Meridian for the local news. It's a weird evening here in the Treasure Valley.
Yeah.
When you've got a game at Eagle High on the north end of the Treasure Valley, this one down the middle of the Treasure Valley Meridian, and Boise State hosting Wyoming in downtown Boise. 3 huge games, all packed houses, all going on at the exact same time. It'll be 2nd and 17 at the 27. Maybe out of the range of Rigby kicker Imenski. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. 4 receiver set is back to pass. Adolfo looks for the out route. Caught along the far sideline, down near the 12, and they'll call a quick timeout.
Coach comes jumping out all the way halfway to the hash marks, asking for that timeout as he gets it with 15 seconds. That's a huge pickup on 3rd down as the defense goes a little bit of prevent so that Rigby doesn't pick it all up at once. And now it's 3rd and about 4.
Sam Coons with his 5th reception of the game. And he'll bring up a 3rd and about 4 with 15 seconds left. Have not seen Taylor Freeman, the leading receiver for Rigby tonight.
Yeah, I haven't, not sure what's going on there. We hadn't heard anything, but he's not out there. And in his absence, it looked Cole Lords, Danzy, and Coons have been stepping up a lot. A couple of huge receptions by those 3 in critical 3rd down situations and a 2nd and long right there. And those 3 filling in well as Rigby knocking on the door here. 15 seconds to go. Another update, looks like Eagle scored again, making it 14-20 they trail Highland.
McKaden Foster, another receiver who wasn't on my 2 deep, that has seen a lot of playing time. Foul ball will be split out to the top of the field, along with Lord. To the bottom of the field is Foster. Empty formation, 3rd and about 3, with 15 seconds left in the half and a 14-all tie. Back to pass. Adolfo throws it, and it will be incomplete. And now decision time for Rigby. Do they kick it or do they go for it?
Now, it's kind of a weird play. He underhand bulleted it. I wonder if he said, nothing's there. I'm not going to waste any time for this. We got another down. Really, you don't lose anything if you can't make the field goal. And you don't convert on 4th down. You give the ball back with probably 6 to 7 seconds left. Probably not a very doable situation for Meridian to go 90 yards in 6 seconds, and they are going to go for it.
They'll go for it, 4th down and 3. Empty formation again. And offside's the call. Oh, boy. It's trying to rush from the outside edge. Was Ryan Corder, the linebacker, and he's into the neutral zone, and that should move it into a 1st down. Oh, wow. Hard count that time by Adolfo.
As he was all by himself out there in that linebacker position and just ran right over the line, clear as day. And Rigby bailed out with a huge one, and that could come back to be one of the bigger plays in this game if we see, it come down to a 1-possession game and Rigby scores here.
If you're Rigby, though, without any timeouts, you've got to have this pass get into the end zone. If not, they do not have enough time to clock the football. 1st and goal at the 9. Back to pass. Waiting. Thrown over the middle. It's caught and into the end zone. A touchdown. Far side of the field. Again, it's Sam Coons. And what a great job that time by Adolfo.
What patience by Adolfo as he danced and waited and finally found Coons just right at the goal line. And he could not have put the ball in a better spot where only Coons could catch it as he gets in and the crowd erupts on the other side of the field from Rigby as Rigby takes the lead surely into the halftime break here with 5 seconds to go till halftime.
Big extra point here from Iminski. It's still 5 seconds on the clock. A high snap. Flags fly. We'll see if it's going to be offsides. And there's the high school rule that comes into play. Kick was good. They stopped the play. In the college game, then you could say, well, we'll move it up 5 yards on the kickoff. Because now decision time for Rigby. Do you go for 2 from the 1.5 yard line? It looks like they will.
And I can't imagine what they're going to do here. You know, I think that they are going to bust this thing up the middle. Falavai, he has got a head full of steam, and he can plow this thing in from 1.5 yards, no problem.
So they will go for 2 from the 1.5 yard line, middle of the field. So they didn't pick a certain hash. They'll work it in the middle. It'll be Falavai along with Adolfo. 3 running backs in the backfield. It'll be a handoff up the middle, and in goes Falavai for 2. So the offsides call huge, and it is 22-14.
Man, 2 offside penalties lead to 8 points on this drive. Meridian got to be kicking themselves. And you go back to the last drive, though, for Meridian, where Rigby had the penalty that let Meridian keep going on a face mask, which would have set up a 4th and 5. Now on the other side, Meridian bails out Rigby, and the Trojans are going to most likely take an 8-point lead into the locker room. They got a feeling good about where they're at right here at this point of the game on the road in the state semifinals.
You cannot, if you're Rigby, kick it deep and put it in the hands of Thacker. You just can't. He's had 2 huge returns on the first 2 kickoffs. You either have to kick it the opposite side, or you just got to squib one down the middle because you don't want to give Meridian any chance at a big play here right before halftime.
I agree. I don't think you let Thacker anywhere near that ball. You even say, hey, we'll give you 3 seconds on the clock from the 40 or 35. But Thacker, both of his returns tonight have been phenomenal. And he's poised to break another one. We've seen crazier things. How would it be if he ran this one back?
Kaminsky to kick off from the 40-yard line. And Tanachi back there with Thacker. We'll wait for the White Hats whistle, and there you heard it. And it will be a squib kick right up the middle of the field. High bouncer. Antonacci will take it at the 18. Goes to the wide side, 30, 35, 40. Broke a tackle. Trying to lateral the football, I think, to a teammate as the clock will go to 000. That got a little interesting.
He had Thacker behind him, and he tried. And if Thacker got it, there was space over here. So Rigby got to be glad they brought him down there as that takes us to the break.
We are at halftime. It is 22-14, the lead for the Rigby Trojans, trying to advance to their 3rd straight 5A state championship game. Our halftime report comes up next after this timeout as you watch the 5A state championships presented by IdahoSports.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
You've heard it before. There is no I in team, but there is an I in dairy. Dairy foods are a great source of protein, which is vital for helping rebuild and repair muscles after exercise, so your body can be at the top of its game at your next competition. So grab some milk, cheese, or yogurt after you work out, train, or play. Yes, it's true. There is no I in team, but there is an I in win. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. It's the recipe for success in any kind of sport, and dairy can be a key ingredient in every one of those steps. Dairy foods supply your body with high-quality protein to rebuild and repair muscle, carbohydrates to help you refuel, and fluid and electrolytes to help you rehydrate. So your personal recipe for greatness can be perform, win, repeat. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process. It's readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Glad you could join us tonight here from Meridian High School. An entertaining state semifinal at the 5A state championships. Mike Safford, Logan Green with you here on IdahoSports.com. 22-14. Rigby has the lead. They scored the touchdown with 5 seconds left in the first half to take the lead. There have been 5 possessions. There have been 5 touchdowns. It has been entertaining for both of these fan bases.
Yeah, just a great first half. Nobody. If you're a fan of defense, this might not be the game for you. But if you're a fan of great offense and fun, entertaining quarterbacks and running backs, this is a spot to be this Friday night, as both of these teams' offenses have not been stopped. There hasn't been a punt. There hasn't been a turnover. It's all been scores. And right now, Rigby with the lead due to the fact that they got the ball last. And like you even mentioned, it could come down to who has the ball last. And Meridian will look, and we mentioned this to each other, when will Meridian start chasing that point?
They'll have to decide whether they want to go for two early or not. You recap the scoring. Rigby got the opening kickoff, went 75 yards in 13 plays. Zeke Falify, a 4-yard touchdown run to make it a 7-0 game. But coming right back was Meridian, and it was a end around to Bindington, just his 16th carry of the season. It went for 14 yards, only a 2-minute drive. It was set up by a great kickoff return, and it was a 7-7 game. Midway through the second quarter, a 13-play, 80-yard drive for Rigby. Adolfo did it himself with a 1-yard touchdown run. It took almost 8 minutes off the clock, and it was 14-7. But then it was Meridian came right back, as it was Antonacci on a 1-yard touchdown run after a third down face mask inside the 5-yard line, kept that drive alive, and Meridian had it tied at 14 apiece. And on the ensuing drive, there was a 4th down conversion by Rigby, a 10-play, 75 yards, and it was Adolfo finding Coons in the end zone after a offsides call on a 4th down play, gave him an extra first down, and they punched it in. The 2-point conversion was good, and it's 22 to 18 or 22 to 14. I'm thinking 18 in the back of my mind.
Yeah, we mentioned it, but what a great first half. Both of these quarterbacks are doing what they've been asked to do. There's been no mistake made except for the 2 penalties by the defenses on those last 2 drives. Rigby had brought up a 4th down situation for Meridian inside the 5-yard line, but then a face mask ended up negating that. Antonacci takes it in on the next play for the touchdown. On the other side, Rigby was in a 4th and about 3 yards until an offsides there gives them a first down. And then the next play or 2 plays later, what a great job by Adolfo as he danced around in the backfield and waited for Coons to be at the right spot and delivered a perfect ball. So 2 penalties, and then again the penalty on that extra point we just talked about. So 2 penalties could loom large, but right now it's been a pretty clean game, perfectly played by the offenses.
Our broadcast today brought to you by Taylor Chevrolet, proud to support Rigby Athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is the home of oil changes for life. That's right. Buy any new or used vehicle and never worry about that oil change again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto leader with a wide selection of Chevy, Buick, and Cadillac models. Come in today, get the vehicle you want and that oil change for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit the website at www.taylorchev.com. C&B Operations is your commercial John Deere new and used agricultural equipment spot in eastern Idaho. Visit C&B Operations at 1102 West Bridge Street in Blackfoot for all your equipment needs, or visit them online at deerequipment.com. C&B Operations in Blackfoot proud support the student athletes and want to wish them good luck at the state championships. Also brought to you by Avail Construction. Avail Valley Construction serves Driggs, the Star Valley, and now serving the Snake River Valley. They specialize in all kinds of construction, from driveways and parking lots to large highway and site projects. Avail Valley Construction can help you with your underground utilities, excavation, base gravel, grade work, and paving needs. Find them on Facebook or visit availvalley.com, AVAIL Valley.com. They say go Trojans. Also brought to you by our friends at Jab Construction LLC, proud to support Rigby Athletics and want to wish the boys good luck today at state. And also brought to you by our friends here in Meridian at Howell Orthodontics, welcoming patients of all ages to a family-friendly atmosphere. From a 7-year-old's first orthodontic consultation to to the teenagers' braces. I'm thinking about that because my son is going to need braces soon. Or Invisalign treatments, all the way up to mom and dad getting their turn later in life. Howell Orthodontics will keep you smiling through all of your appointments. They also make paying for your treatment a breeze by offering low down and zero interest financing. Browse their website to learn more about braces, treatment solutions, and even about their awesome team members. Go to HowellOrthodontics.com and see why Howell Orthodontics creates smiles worth celebrating. Our broadcast also brought to you by Fall River Propane. They serve the Upper Valley as well as Island Park with the highest quality, hottest burning propane at competitive prices. Our industry-trained and certified staff offers more than 70 years of experience. Fall River Propane services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves and install home comfort systems, on-demand propane water healers. Fall River Propane is your full-service propane provider for homes and businesses. Check them out at fallriverpropane.com or call anytime at 800-632-5726. fallriverpropane.com. Experience the difference as we get closer towards the second half. Again, the winner will take on the winner of the Eagle Highland matchup, and we have no clue where those games are going to be played. It depends on whether it's two teams from the Treasure Valley, whether it's one team from the Treasure Valley, one from Eastern Idaho, or it could be a Holta Arena game if both the Eastern teams match up.
Yeah, so we don't know where everything's going to be, but if one Treasure Valley team makes it, then it'll be over here in the Treasure Valley. I think that's where the rotation sets it up. But if we have Rigby and Highland, they'll be back. De facto home game for Highland right there at home. But they've played a lot of games over there in Holt Arena this year. Been great to the kids. It's got to be a great experience to be able to play in a setting like that. But either way, wherever that championship is, should be a dandy. All four teams left there's really no separation between any of these four.
You look at those numbers here at the end of the first half. Rigby 114 yards on the ground, 137 through the air, so 251 yards of total offense. Meridian in that first half, they run the ball for just 57 yards. They pass for 65, so 122 yards of offense. But yet it's a one-score game, and it really shows that those two big kickoff returns for Meridian really set them up with short fields, and they were able to take advantage of that opportunity. Rigby led on the ground. Zeke Valify, 12 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. Adolfo, 10 carries, 48 yards and a score as well. Adolfo through the air, 10 of 15, 137 yards and a touchdown. That one was to Sam Coons, who has been the go-to receiver. 6 receptions for 79 yards for Coons. For Meridian, they've only rushed the football 10 times in the first half. Ananachi, 5 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. Marco Del Rio, 4 carries for 19. Martinez is perfect through the air, 4 of 4 for 65, including 2 big plays to his top receiver, Quentin Riley.
Just that Meridian offense can score so quickly, and you almost wonder if they score too quickly and leave their defense out there for too long. Right now, that time of possession very much in favor of Rigby, and eventually are they going to wear out that line down there for Meridian, having to be out there so long and having to hold those blocks and containment so long. But right now, that Rigby offense, just being able to stay out there a long time is an advantage that you don't inherently see on the scoreboard or the stat book, really, besides that time of possession. But, it's a real thing to wear somebody else. Having that defense out there for too long could be costly for Meridian. And we'll see what they decide to do, like we mentioned with the point a couple weeks ago in that game against Madison. They missed an extra point and kept trying to make it up but couldn't do it. They kept going for 2 and not converting, and it didn't loom to be didn't make a difference in the game, but it could. In another situation, that point is critical because these two teams don't look like there's much separation.
A big play on the defensive side is going to be key that happens here in the second half. Bell Financial Group, since 2006, has the experience you need to make sure that you receive the loan option customized for you and your needs. Located at 1833 East 17th Street in Idaho Falls, their specialty is home mortgage loans, offering many purchase and refinance options. While located in southeast Idaho, serving local communities, they also work with homeowners throughout the state. Thanks to their in-house processing and direct access with underwriters, Bell Financial Group is able to offer you quick turnaround time, same-day funding, and personal local service. That's Bell Financial Group in Idaho Falls. Scotty's True Value in CarQuest is dedicated to providing you with great customer service and a wide variety of products unmatched to help you take care of your every hardware, automotive, and weekend project needs. Located at 201 South State Street in Rigby. Give them a call. 745-6498 or visit them online at truevalue.com/Scotty'sAnd to let them take care of you the hometown way. Scotty's True Value, proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. Go Trojans. And we talked about it earlier. Rain in Style, that's Rein.
R-E-I-N.
They're proud to sponsor all of our high school sports this weekend. Rain in Style provides custom alternatives to make you and your animal stand out in the crowd. Use coupon code Idaho Sports with your order to get 10% off now. Whether you need collars or leashes for your dog, beautiful color tack for your horse, or a cool gift and decor item for you, Rain in Style can help you out. Conveniently located in Boise, and products are custom made to your needs. Log on to RainInStyle.com. That's R-E-I-N InStyle.com. Grab life by the reins and play hard tonight. What's your key to the second half, Logan?
I think the key, if you're Rigby, you just keep going at it. I know your defense hasn't come up with a stop, but the way the offense has been playing, they can control that line of scrimmage. They can control the time of possession. If you're Meridian, you got to have a turnover. I think at this point in the game, I think they have to come up with a big stop. It might come down to who makes that first stop at this point of the game. And for Meridian, they're going to need to make two stops based on just the way the score is. If that stop comes at the end of the game being the stop of the clock, or on their own. They need two of them if they're going to go back and forth. And I really think Meridian's got to shut down Falavai, and they've got to be able to come up with a turnover, I think.
And that was the key last week against Mountain View, as they forced 5 turnovers in that game and that 35-6 victory on the road.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, there has not been a turnover here so far today. This is an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Championships. Tournament coverage is presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valleywide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. As we talk about our friends at Project Filter, quitting smoking, chewing, or vaping is tough, but so are you. If you're ready to quit, there is help. Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW today. I'm so used back in the day when calling minor league baseball, Project Filter was one of our sponsors, and I'm so used to saying that spot. I could probably not even look at my ad sheet and be able to read
and
that
they
one.
do a lot here, just in the state of Idaho in general, with all the other sporting teams, whether it's BSU or the Vandals or Idaho State Bengals. They are very involved in all athletics.
Again, it'll be Rigby to kick off to start the second half. 12-minute quarters in the high school game. Got Mike Sanford, Logan Green with you. Here from Meridian High School. The winner to the Milk Bowl next week in the 5A state championships. That will be the left-footed boot of Yaminski. And the deep return men again, Ananachi along with Thacker. There'll be a high end-over-end kick. Ananachi will take it at the 6-yard line. Going to the wide side, he's got a seam 20, 25, bounces off the tackle near the 30-yard line. Instead of trying to get it to the near side hash mark, he tried to cut it in between the numbers and got out to around the 27-yard line. It'll be the worst starting field position for Meridian today.
Yeah, a deliberate kick to the other side of the field from Thacker as Rigby kicked from left to right as you hear it. But a nice return. Rigby probably could have even had Ananachi wrapped up around the 17-yard line, but they had 3 different Trojans just blow right past him.
Martinez will work off the offset eye, and he will hand it off middle of the defense, and nothing for Ananachi that time. Middle part of the Rigby defense came blasting through, and it was the middle linebacker, Logan Fredrickson, who had the first contact after a loss of 2.
So tell you about how big of a hit that was. They're going to spot it dead at the 25, but he didn't go down until he was on the 20. They blew him back 5 extra yards.
2 receivers set plus a tight end under center. Play action pass. Martinez is in trouble. He'll lob it over the middle. He's got a receiver. 30, spin move near the 35-yard line. He'll be just short of the line to gain. But Riley was right in the right place because Martinez just threw it into a spot.
And Martinez, he did a great job to stay up because, my goodness, there were 2 different Rigby defenders back there waiting to just have a snack in the backfield. But somehow he gets it off, brings up 3rd and short. But a nice tackle on the edge by Falavai for Rigby in a one-on-one situation to stop the first down.
They'll hand it off, stretch play, first down carry as Ananachi comes over left tackle and will gain 5. That was a nice job, got up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Martinez didn't even think about a hard count that time and handed off on the stretch play to the left side. They sealed the block with the left tackle, and it was an easy first down run. Riley will split out to the top of the field. To the bottom of the field goes Thacker. It'll be a play fake. Back to pass Martinez, looks deep, looking for Riley. He's open! 15, 10, 5, touchdown Meridian! 60 yards to Quentin Riley.
He just got behind Talbot back there. Talbot kind of stumbled, and all of a sudden he was wide open. Once again, Riley with a huge play in this game. A big conversion there on first down, though, all the way down the field, wide open as he walks in for 6. And it looks like they're can't tell what they're going to do here, if they're going to chase the points now or kick it.
And it looks like they will go for 2 as Martinez on the field. So they'll chase the points here. They'll go for 2.
Yeah, what an answer by Meridian.
Offset I for Meridian, and they'll play fake again. Martinez into the flat, caught! 2-point conversion! They got it to Del Rio. We're tied at 22.
I'm surprised that that was good because Del Rio caught it, but he landed half in the field of play, half in the end zone, but his backside was in the end zone. I thought maybe the ball landed on the other side of the goal line, but either way, it doesn't matter what I think. That's 2 points for Meridian. And just like that, we're all tied up. It only took 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Once again, whoever has the ball last, it seems like this thing will go. Briggs Steel is a leading manufacturer of many metal products. They're family-owned business with 4 generations of experience in the metal industry. They specialize in steel roofing, metal roofing, steel siding, metal siding, and trim. Briggs Steel stocks the most colors and accessories of any steel roofing, metal roofing, or steel siding project. They're locally owned and operate out of Rigby to serve you better. The team at Briggs Steel wants to wish the team good luck in tonight's game. 4 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown for Meridian. The 2-point conversion is good. Martinez, 6 of 6 through the air for 135 yards and that touchdown.
So we mentioned how fast Meridian scores, and they do it again right there. So it's almost essentially, we'll just restart this thing because not much time went off the clock and we're all tied up.
Ready to kick off a high end-over-end kick. Lord will take it at the 5-yard line, right along the hash mark. 20, gets to the numbers near sideline 25, and then knocked down with a bulldog tackle along the near sideline by Meridian's Riley Brighton, who had the touchdown on Meridian's first drive, but it'll be first down and 10 for Rigby at the 28-yard line.
Tell you what, I think the brackets lined up just as they should, as these 2 teams look like 2 of the top 4 teams in the state, no doubt, at the 5A level. Both teams coming out on fire so far in this game, and it's been a fun one to watch.
Rigby at 9-1, champions of the District 5-6. Their only loss to Madison, who Meridian dispatched in the first round of the playoffs. First down and 10. It'll be a keeper this time, and Adolfo doesn't have much running room as he pulled it out of the breadbasket of Falavai late and might get a yard or 2.
Yeah, it looks like they'll give him, well, they're actually going to give him 3 yards, so he got a good spot on it. But that was one of the first times that option play has been kind of snuffed out right at the beginning, where they haven't picked up a big chunk on that play that time. They're all over Adolfo.
Lord along with Foster to the bottom of the field. And they'll turn. Falavai on a stretch play. Got a little bit of a running room, but not a lot. He may get to the 35-yard line. before the Meridian defense comes up. It was Max Gilliam was there along with Big Nathan Reynolds, the big middle linebacker at 6'3", 220, and it'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3, and again, third down conversion time.
This is where Rigby, it's 3rd and short, and they have a playbook of options here. They can keep it on the ground and pick it up, or they can split somebody outside, maybe look for Adolfo to scramble with his feet as well.
Meridian fans making noise. They're trying to get the play called in from the far sideline is the Rigby Trojans. And timeout's going to have to be used by Rigby as they couldn't get the play in.
Yeah, what a job by this crowd here to get up. And, you know, you got to think they played a factor in that, making a lot of noise. And that's a big timeout that has to be used here.
8:45 left third quarter. We're tied at 22. And Idaho Drug in Rigby is a tradition in pharmacy since 1947 where your health is their priority. Whether you need a prescription refilled on their mobile app or a gift for that special someone, visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They also offer free local delivery. Idaho Drug is a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics and wants to wish the team good luck here at State. And Upper Valley Orthopedics is the Upper Snake River Valley's renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Doctors Michael Larson, Kevin Lee, and Travis Trongren are board-certified orthopedic surgeons treating all conditions of the shoulder, elbow, hand, wrist, knee, hip, foot, ankle, and sports-related injuries. Please call for appointment today at 208-356-9550 or request online at uppervalleyortho.com. Upper Valley Orthopedics in Rexburg, a proud supporter of Rigby High School football. 3rd down and 3 at the 35. They'll empty the set. All by himself is Adolfo, and now they'll reset Falavai into the backfield next to him. 3rd and 3, stretch play. It'll be right up the middle. Adolfo dives for a first down. The entire defense collapsed around Falavai as he was running the stretch play to the boundary. And a great diving play that time by the quarterback, Tiger Adolfo, a 4-yard carry, and moves the chains.
Yeah, once again, Adolfo makes the right call. He holds it as long as possible, and once everybody commits to Falavai, he takes it up the middle and leaps forward. Another first down by the skin of his teeth.
Ball to the near hash mark at the 39-yard line. Back to pass Adolfo. Throws over the middle, caught by the tight end, broke 2 tackles. He's into Meridian territory, down to the 49-yard line. Con Dancy has had a big day. And for Dancy, a gain of 12 and another Rigby first down.
And I don't know if Dancy was the intended target. He was coming from the near side, but behind him was Lords, kind of wide open back there. I think maybe it was intended for Lords. But you know what? You'll take the first down anyways.
Into Meridian territory at the 49. 1st and 10, far hash mark. It'll be a turn, quick out route. Lords catches near side, broke 1 tackle, 45, gets to the numbers, 40, and he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Good tackle, 1v1 that time by the Meridian secondary, and Landon Eason, but a gain of 9 on first down. Just that little slip screen.
Yeah.
Great downfield blocking by the wide receivers, and Lord, his first reception of the day.
Yeah, Lord stops on a dime and waits for the defense to commit to him. Just in that half-second play, a lot happened. A lot had to go into his mind as he cuts back inside, and the defense goes out, picks up an extra 5 yards, makes it 2nd and very short.
Adolfo's 12 of 17, 158 through the air. He has also run the football for 55 yards. 2nd and 1. They'll put 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, tight end to the right. Movement up front, and the whistles blow. I think it's offsides on Meridian. It'll be an easy first down for Rigby.
I think you could pick your poison there, whichever one. The whole defensive line jumped off. I do like how the officials here have the microphone. That's nice to be able to hear it. I mean, I've been to some of the 1A schools this year where you can just hear them yelling because you're right there at it, but it's nice to have it.
I can tell you it's not as loud as the mics we have at C of I.
True.
Sometimes the referee mic's too loud.
Too loud.
But you can hear them clearly, at least on the broadcast, that's for sure. So they'll move the sticks, a 1st down and 10. They'll spot it at the 35-yard line. Rigby trying to answer. That'll be a handoff. Falavai gets to the near side, 30. Broke a tackle, 25. Broke another tackle inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Patient running that time by Zeke Falavai.
Yeah, 18-yard run. Falavai, once again, a phenomenal run as he picks up a huge chunk. Longest run of the night, but he just continues to get it done on the ground. They're having a hard time stopping him for anything behind the line at all. And that time he takes it 18 yards inside the red zone for Rigby.
14 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown, plus a 2-point conversion for Falavai. First down and 10 in the red zone at the 17. Quick pass. It's batted in the air, nearly intercepted. It was the rush end that came in for Meridian. It was Max Gilliam that got a hand on it, and a diving try and an interception by Bryce Norwood, the free safety. They had the receiver open on the in route. It was Kuhn.
Yeah.
But that could have been dangerous.
And it was right out of the hands. It was a fully stretched out dive and just landed right in front of his hands. If you're Rigby, your heart is pounding saying thank you for that. If you're Meridian, you almost had that turn you were looking for.
2nd and 10 at the 17. Shotgun snap. Adolfo broke one tackle, but not the second. That play was blown up and the line of scrimmage, and it was Carson Pinkerman who made the final hit as he went to hand off to Falavai, and he got blown up. Luckily for Adolfo, he got rid of it, but then there were two more Warriors right there to knock him down. A loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Falavai just got swallowed in the backfield quickly, and Adolfo, great job to hold on to it, but even better job by Meridian to get him down and bring up a 3rd and 12.
5:30 left here, third quarter. We're tied at 22 in the 5A state semis. Big play here for Rigby. They've been perfect on third downs. Sprint out inside. It's the tight end again. 5, and he's in on the shovel pass. Touchdown, Rigby. Con Dancy. They ran it earlier in a similar situation. Dancy goes in from 19 yards out.
What a play. Again, it works to perfection as Adolfo goes to his left and Dancy just scoots inside and waits for the shovel pass, and that time he rumbles his way through into the end zone, and Rigby has regained the lead.
Every point after here from here on out is huge. As the point after attempt for Yaminski.
What a beautiful play call.
And the kick up, and that kick is good. 29-22. That's a gutsy play call, Logan.
On 3rd and 12 to find Danzy right there, my goodness, as he rumbles forward. I mean, when he gets the ball, he's a big tight end, and he just bowled some people over to get into that end zone. Initial contact was made maybe 3 or 4 yards downfield, and he still picked up all that yardage to get inside the end zone. What a phenomenal play, and it's done it twice so far on the night.
12-play drive, 72 yards, and again, time of possession, 4 minutes, 53 seconds off the clock, and Rigby with the lead again at 29-22. Rise Realty, powered by Deckrey Bernard Realty Group, is focused on providing you with a real estate experience unlike any other. Rise Realty has a team of professionals that will provide you with specialized knowledge and solutions for even the toughest deals. At the industry leader of innovation, Rise Realty agents utilize the new technologies that make your home buying or selling process a breeze, ensuring you have more time to catch all of the Rigby Trojan victories. Go Trojans and Rise Realty. 29-22. Rigby back on top. They have never trailed in the contest, as the kick is an onside pooch kick. It'll be covered at the 40-yard line. That was interesting.
Yeah, I wonder
if you turn your back, you're in trouble there.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just thinking, hey, you know what? Meridian's going to return this thing 30 yards anyway, so we might as well give ourselves a chance for it. But that was an interesting one because he kind of just pooched it up really high, landed right there at the 40, and they're going to say he actually went down at the 39. So still not the best starting field position for Meridian either.
You need 5 more yards on that kick. If it gets it over that second wave, all of a sudden it's no man's land.
Yeah.
So let's see what Meridian does. They scored on a big play to start the second half. And it's Martinez back to pass. Looks a little out route. Caught along the near sideline. Thacker has it. A couple big hits as he did not want to go down. Davis Thacker will gain It looks like 6 on the play.
Man, he stayed up for a long time. He kind of slow to get up as he got drilled. And that's one of the things. You stay up with 2 or 3 guys on your back. There's going to be somebody coming in hot, and they did there. But nice job to hold on to the ball and pick up about 5 yards.
Second reception for Thacker today, both of them for just about 6 yards. Defensive substitution, and now timeout's going to have to be used by Rigby. As I could see on the far sideline that they were trying to get some defensive changes in there, and it looked like Armando Gonzalez on the far side, the head man, he was pounding the turf over there going, come on, boys. They have to use their second timeout of the second half.
Yeah, they used them all on that last drive to get into the end zone before the half, and now they've had to burn 2 in the second or the third quarter. Could see if that comes back to haunt them later on.
Madison Memorial Hospital is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast as more and more people in Rigby are choosing Madison Memorial Hospital for themselves and their families. Madison Memorial is a fundamental part of the community. Its Rigby's roots go all the way back. In fact, many of the nurses and doctors and healthcare professionals who work at Madison Memorial live in Rigby, and they're big Trojan fans. Let me tell you, the next time you or your family needs a state-of-the-art medical care that's close to home with a personal touch that comes from being staffed by your own Rigby neighbors, go to Madison Memorial. You'll be glad you did. Second down and 4 at the 45 for the Meridian Warriors. And they'll turn on an end around again. A lot of room to the near side. 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 35, and knocked out of bounds around the 30-yard line. It's Bynington again who had the touchdown earlier today on the same play. 2 carries for him, 39 yards on the afternoon, and a big play by the slot man.
Yeah, that time there was nobody here on the near side for him, and the receiver had a nice block on the corner over here and just kept pushing him as he picked up a huge chunk.
Into Rigby territory at the 30, and Martinez a play-action pass. Pump fakes on a ball to the flat, being pressured. Lobs one deep to the corner of the end zone looking for Thacker, and it falls incomplete. The first incompletion of the day for Malachi Martinez. And boy, did he get rid of that football in a hurry. He was being pressured on the weak side as the linebacker for Rigby was trying to track him down, that being Dayton Grover.
And somebody else, I missed the number there, but Ananachi kind of broke off to the far side, and he was open in the flat. But I think it was Fredrickson that was on him, and Fredrickson kind of just got between Ananachi and Martinez and said, he cut off that lane. That was a great defensive job right there. Won't go down in the stat book as anything, but he cut off a sure gain.
Second down and 10, turn, handoff, right up the middle. Ananachi, not a lot of running room. He'll gain 3 on the play, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Ananachi, 8 carries for 29 yards on the evening.
And a big 3rd down here as the Rigby faithful across the way are all on their feet, standing making some noise. It's a big 3rd down and 7 play. Rigby an opportunity to maybe get off the field here.
3:45 left, third quarter, a 7-point lead for the Trojans. 3rd and 7, under center. They'll play fake. Martinez looks to run. 25, dives forward. I think he'll be just short of the first down. Needed to get to the 20. He's about a half yard short.
It'd be interesting. The far official came in way short. The near official was almost at the 20-yard line.
That'll bring up 4th and a half yard.
Yeah, so it is short.
All they have to do is get the nose of the football to the 20 to move the chains. 4th down and a half a yard. Could this be the play that turns the game?
Yeah, fans not very happy about the spot of the ball, but this could be the big play of the game we're looking for.
They'll run out of the pistol. Martinez takes the snap. He'll keep. He's got all the running room. 15-10. Malachi Martinez is in. Touchdown Meridian. Zone read. They'd run the stretch play to the boundary the whole day. And this time, Martinez kept. There was no one within 15 yards. I might have been able to score on that one.
Nobody touched him at all on that as he took it over to the right side and just the Red Sea parted for him. And he had all the room to run in the world as he takes it in with the extra point to tie this one up.
Big extra point for Arsenault. Good snap, spot, kick on the way, up, and the kick is good. 29 all our score.
This one might come down to who has it last and who goes for two. Man, this has been a phenomenal chess match between these two teams. Just, I guess I should say it's a slugfest. They are just blow for blow hanging in there with each other. Nobody been able to stop anybody.
Two absolute great quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Two absolute great running backs. Two absolute great wide receivers. Still waiting for someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a play.
Right, somebody's got to. I mean, those last two drives, both from Meridian and Rigby, kept alive by the quarterback. Martinez obviously scores there, but Adolfo picked up huge fourth down conversions on the other end. So both of these quarterbacks doing what we expected tonight and showing out.
What a great play call that time by John Zamberlin, the former Kansas City Chief. Went to my alma mater, where he was an All-American at Pacific Lutheran. Played for the legendary Frosty Westring. As the kickoff going from right to left is a line drive kick. Lords will watch it bounce at the 5-yard line and go into the end zone. So a touchback for Meridian's Catamount Rennie.
It just barely went out. It was a yard away from being inbounds, or not out of the end zone going out, but it'll scoot out just inside the end zone. Be spotted at the 20.
So the drive that time for Meridian took just 2:29 off the clock. 7 plays, 59 yards, and the Martinez 21-yard touchdown run has given the Warriors, get them back even. They've never led. They've traded touchdown for touchdown, even traded two-point conversion for two-point conversion. 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the pistol. It'll be a keeper for Adolfo, and not a lot of room for Adolfo. And a gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. It'll be to the 23-yard line. So Tiger Adolfo, 14 carries for 56 yards and a short touchdown. The big difference, Meridian getting chunk plays.
Right.
And especially in the run game for Rigby, it's been 3-4 yards a pop. Ball control offense. We've not seen him get a big play on the pass game outside of those couple shovel passes. 2nd down, they look inside, and kind of stumbling as he threw the ball was Adolfo. He's looking for Nakeen Foster in the seam. He was open, but the pass near his feet, and it goes 3rd down.
He also had Lords a little bit up further down the field around the 35 that I thought he was streaking down. But this brings up a big 3rd down. This is the first time we've seen a 3rd down in this distance this far back. They've been forward inside the red zone, but they're back at the 23-yard line.
Especially on this side of the field, we haven't seen Rigby behind the chains much, and now they are. 3rd and 7. They'll have a 4-receiver set with 1 running back. Adolfo works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, looking to his left, now steps up into the pocket, may have to run, being pressured. He'll pump fake, 25, tries to get to the sticks. I think he got the 1st down. We'll wait to see.
He did by a yard. He got to the 31. What a play.
Unreal.
He stood back there around the 20 just waiting for something, and nothing was there. He finally bails, and man, I tell you, looked like coming behind him was Pinkerman, and I thought he was a millimeter away from grabbing that ankle and ending that play.
Somehow he got eluded the tackler, needed 7, he got 8. 1st down Rigby at the 31. Out of the pistol. It'll be a handoff right up the middle. Falify, big run again for the running back who came into the day with a huge season, 875 yards and 16 touchdowns, and he's just continued to pile on those yards as Falify has himself 15 carries now for 86 yards.
Yeah, that a great 6-yard gain on 1st down.
Makes it a decision, makes it a little bit easier for Armando Gonzalez. The snap, handoff, Falify again, big hole. 40, 45-yard line and a 1st down carry. 8 more right up the middle. As he nears the 100-yard mark, he has had 4 100-yard games this season. 1:15 left, 3rd quarter. We're tied at 29. Ball at the Rigby 45. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Out of the pistol, turn, roll out, they'll lob it. The tight end again into space, 50, pushes the pile, 48-yard line. And it's Con Dancy's 6th reception on the evening. And Dancy has done a good job. We have not seen the leading receiver for Rigby, Taylor Freeman, tonight. And so it's been others that have picked up the pace, that being Coons with 6 catches, and now Dancy with 6. And how big of a thing is that? Freeman, 53 catches and 11 touchdown receptions. We've not seen him in the game tonight. 2nd down, they'll call it 3. Inside the final 30 seconds. Hand off, middle of the defense, and Valify not going to get the first down. Slashing through from the defensive end position came Carson Gooley, and it'll be a 3rd and short when we get to the 4th quarter. 3 are in the books here at Meridian High School. It has been a doozy tonight. We're tied at 29 right here as you watch, or listen, as I should say. Well, you're kind of watching and listening.
Yeah, it's both.
It's both, but you're watching it here on IdahoSports.com.
I want to thank Fall River Propane. They serve all of the Upper Valley as well as Island Park with the highest quality, hottest burning propane at competitive prices. Our industry-trained and certified staff offers more than 70 years of experience. Fall River Propane services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves, and we install home comfort systems and on-demand propane water heaters. Fall River Propane is your full-service propane provider for homes and businesses. Check them out at fallriverpropane.com or call anytime at 800-632-5726. fallriverpropane.com. Experience the difference. This again, thanks to all our sponsors for making this possible here on IdahoSports.com. You know, Hal Orthodontics, Scotty's True Value, Taylor Chevrolet, C&B Operations, Avail Valley Construction, Jab Construction, Briggs Steel, Idaho Drug, Upper Valley Ortho, Rise Realty, Madison Memorial, Fall River Propane, and Bell Financial. We can't do it without the great sponsors, so be sure to support the businesses that support local high school athletics.
And we'll ask if you want to be a part of this. Email us at sales@idahosports.com because we got one more 5A broadcast next week.
Man, you want to be on a state championship.
We got a big play right here. 3rd down and 2 at the 47-yard line. Adolfo hands off, Valify, first down. He still pushes forward near the 50-yard, make it 40-yard line, and a big push up front. They'll give him 8. He's across the 100-yard mark for the day. Zeke Valify, 18 carries, now for 102 yards, and more importantly, a first down.
He's almost through the line of scrimmage before you even see him get started. It's like it's no effort for him to get that first yard or two.
29 all, a minute into the 4th quarter. It's a handoff again. Valify right up the middle, 35. And again, just big chunk yardage on first down, just following the big nasties up front. And a big first down carry, they'll give him 7. And that Meridian defense, they have to start feeling a little tired.
Yeah.
They've been on the field a lot tonight.
And it's the downfall of scoring so quickly, and then you play a team that they want to grind it out like Rigby is right now.
2nd down and 3, big handoff right up the middle again. It's Valify. He's across the 30, 26-yard line, a gain of 6, and another Rigby first down. 20 carries for 110 yards for Valify.
And I think they call him, I think the nickname for the Rigby offensive line is the Pancake Squad, if I remember right. Somebody correct me in Rigby if that's wrong, but I thought I saw a sign somewhere. But my goodness, they need all the credit tonight. They are just dominating that line of scrimmage and pushing forward that Meridian defensive line.
They're firing off the football. 1st down and 10 at the 26. Hard count again by Adolfo, and now he looks to the sideline. They'll change the play. They'll go underneath center, bark those signals as there's 10 on the play clock. They'll move the man in motion, low snap, looks to the dig route, caught far side, huge hit! Along the far sideline, they got it to the hands of Coons, but a huge hit by the Meridian defense.
Yeah, he's going to get He might lose half a yard on that, but as soon as he caught it, it got blown up.
Big tackle by Ashton Gardner, the senior corner. He was 1v1 on the outside with Coons. He eluded the blocker. If not, it's a touchdown. 2nd and 10 at the 24 in a 29-all ball game. Snap, handoff, Valavai, nice shifty move. He's to the 20, lunges forward down to the 18-yard line. Give him 8, and a great sidestep that time by Valavai. Inside space to get him a gain of 8.
We'll be up 3rd and about 3.
And Rigby quickly up to the line. They'll turn, handoff, Valavai again, bounces outside, he's to the 10, cuts back down near the 5-yard line. Another first down for Rigby.
Rigby in a great spot right now inside the red zone down at the 5-yard line with 9:33 to go. You got to think if they score here and then Meridian comes back and scores quickly, there's not going to be much time left. If everything goes as it has been going and it's all scores, Rigby's going to be close to running out that clock their next possession.
Out of the pistol, snap, handoff, Valavai again, lunges forward. He's down to the 2-yard line.
He just got stopped dead in his tracks. Like you said, right there at the 2. First time we've seen him stop that quickly on any run.
Rigby going no huddle, not allowing Meridian to sub defensively. 2nd and goal at the 2. Quick snap, handoff, Valavai. He backs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rigby. He was falling backwards and just fell into the end zone from 2 yards out.
Hey, Valavai will get that ball in the end zone any way he can, and he does so there, like you said. Goes in backwards, in for 6, and gives Rigby the lead once again as the Trojans lead this thing 35-29 with 8:57 to go.
5-minute drive, and now a big extra point for Yaminski. 35-29. 8:57 left. Good snap, spot, kick on the way. It's blocked at the line of scrimmage. And in the high school game, you can't return it. That could be a big play.
That is a huge play right there. Is that the break that potentially needed to go somebody's way as a block extra point? Man, if Meridian can score this thing and go in for 2, look out.
35-29 the score.
Looking around the state right now at some scores. West Side has beaten Bear Lake 47-8 in that one. So West Side. All right, I just got some inside knowledge that Taylor Freeman apparently broke his arm last week.
Oh, no.
So he will not be in the game. Thanks, Jessica, for that piece of information. So I guess Taylor Freeman, we will not see him the rest of the night. But looking at other scores at the 3A level, Weiser all over Gooding right now, 42-20. Wolverines in the fourth quarter look to be punching their trip to the state championship.
Could be an all Snake River Valley conference if
that's
Homedale
true.
wins.
And then just up the road in Eagle right now, Highland 26-21 over Eagle.
35-29, Rigby with the lead. 8:57 left. And the other score, College of Idaho basketball beats Montana Tech 62-59.
Well, there you go.
Hey, I got work to do later. As the high end-over-end kick, it's going to be taken around the 10-yard line. Coming near side, 15, 20. Broke one tackle, but not another. And interesting that time, that was Tyson Acree returning the kick, and it was not Davis Thacker. Interesting that Thacker was not in on that play. And as I look as they come out of the huddle, looking for Thacker, and I don't see him on the field right now. In fact, he's standing on the near sideline.
Yeah, I don't know. He got hit really hard on that last drive on that play where he was fighting for those extra yardage, and he's still over there. He still has his helmet on, but he's not in.
Meridian looking to answer. 35-29, 8:51 left at the 22. They'll turn, handoff, Antonacci right up the middle. Good seam. He's across the 25, 26-27, maybe 28-yard line before the stop made by the Rigby defense and Dayton Grover, the senior. 9 carries for Antonacci tonight for 35 yards. It has been the Malachi Martinez show for the most part for Meridian. 2nd and 6. They'll turn, hand off Ananachi, but he's not going to get much. Maybe 2 on the play, and it's going to set up a big 3rd down for the Warriors. And maybe John Zamberlin thinking like you and I, you don't want to give Rigby the football back.
No, you need to take as much time. There's 8 minutes to go. That's a long drive that you'd have to go on. For sure, you think Rigby will have another shot at it, but you want to eat up as much as possible.
3rd, and they'll call it 2 at the 30-yard line. Ananachi, the running back, Martinez out of the pistol. They'll turn. He will throw out in the flat. It's caught for a 1st down and then a big hit. The catch made by Riley, but coming up to make the big stick for Rigby that time was the younger Falavai, that being Jacob.
And what a catch by Riley. He knew that he was going to take a lick right there, and he sits down right at the 35-yard line, makes the catch, and just promptly gets drilled with it. But he holds on to the ball and picks up a huge 1st down for the Warriors.
Big day for Riley, and whistles all over the place. Riley, 5 catches for 131, and then whistles. We'll see what they will call. Maybe a sideline warning? No.
Illegal substitution.
12 men, either 12 men on the field or someone did not come into the huddle from the sideline. Maybe a little trickeration. They were trying to sneak it in.
They did. They got up there really quickly, and the officials were right on top of it. I mean, there was no doubt. They were almost waiting to make the call, as now it's 1st and 15 for Meridian.
Ball at the 30-yard line. Clock is stopped with 7:21 left in the contest. 35-29 the score. They'll reset the running back to the right. That's Del Rio, and now timeout called by John Zamberlin. Interesting why the clock was not running in that situation, but so be it. I think there's a lot of folks up here wondering why the clock wasn't running in that situation, because the ball was tackled in play. We're not within 5 minutes left in the contest, so the clock should have been running even though there was the penalty.
Yeah, so it was an offensive penalty. So, yeah, it should have kept running, but it stopped. And, well, now it's a moot point with the timeout. But somebody's got to make a defensive stop. And was it the extra point block, or will it be a Rigby stop here? Somewhere, somebody's got to do it. If you want to win a state championship, you got to come up with a big play at a big time. If you're Rigby, here's your chance right here to get a stop and win this game. If you're Meridian on the other side, here's your chance to go down, march down the field and score.
Make an extra point.
Make an extra point. Take advantage of your big block kick, and you take the lead. It's crunch time right now, 7:21 to go until that state championship match.
Meridian will go a double tight end set. One receiver to the boundary. 2 running backs in the backfield. Under centers Martinez. Play action pass. He waits, looks, lob, looking again for Riley, and he overshot him around the 30-yard line. He had a step on the defensive back, but the pass goes incomplete. They'll bring up 2nd and 15. Well-designed play.
Yeah, he had Thompson beat by about a half a step, enough that if that ball is in the right spot, he's going to catch it and potentially get in for 6.
I think Martinez may have threw it a little late. If you look about where he threw the football, if he had all the time in the world to make the throw, but when you saw the defensive back is beat, get rid of it as soon as you can. Don't give him a chance to catch back up.
Right, he was right there. This will bring up 2nd and 15.
2 running backs, and they'll look. It'll be on the end around to Bynington. Gets to the seam. 40 near the 1st down marker. Again, they've gone to the end around to Riley Bynington 3 different times and gotten big yardage all 3 times. This one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 13. They needed 15, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Big chunk play there for Meridian with 6:40 left in the contest.
And it's worked, like you said, every single time Byington has taken that. He's found the edge, and he's picked up a huge chunk. And then one time he didn't score, or the one time he didn't get a huge chunk, he only needed to go 9 yards. But that time, again, if you're Rigby, you got to keep an eye on him, as nobody had a man on him.
1 running back in the backfield. That's Ananachi, and they'll Handed off to him, trying to get to the outside, does. 45, he's got a first down as he pushes behind one of the blockers to the 46-yard line, a gain of 3, and Meridian moves the sticks.
Yeah, he shoves and shoves the man in front of him, saying, get out of my way, and then leaps forward for that first down. And now the clock is running, and we're at the 6:15 mark, and you could tell Meridian would love to punch this thing in the end zone with a minute left or even less if possible.
They pulled the guard Tidwell and then followed Bivens, the tackle, and now whistles up front. And I believe there was movement on the Rigby side. We'll see. And it is encroachment. So it'll be a 1st and 5 at midfield, actually into Rigby territory at the 49. Geez, every time you and I call a game, it's like this.
We did that Middleton-Nampa game last year. That was a first-round game that came down to it was like a 45-yard field goal.
At the horn.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal finish, and we're in for another one tonight.
1st and 5 at the 49. Martinez, play-action pass. He's being corralled underneath, and he's going down. First sack of the day. And Rigby, it's Hunter Neild that makes the tackle. A huge loss all the way back to the 41-yard line.
They're going to say he was down. They're going to stop it right when he made initial contact at the 43. That's a little generous of a spot. But now it's 2nd and 13. What a stop by Rigby. Like you said, the first sack for either team, finally bringing somebody down back there. And that could be the play that we're looking for. But you still got 2 downs left to go if you're Meridian.
Meridian behind the sticks now. It'll be a 2nd and 13. Clock still rolling inside of 5 minutes to go. 35-29 Rigby. Out of the pistol goes Martinez. Takes the snap, play action pass. Steadies, looking deep. Pressure comes, rolling out to his right. Now he'll run, got room. 50, broke a tackle near the 45-yard line. He'll bring up 3rd down at about 4. Malachi Martinez did that with his legs. He picks up 10.
So he saved the last drive on 4th and short, ran it in for a touchdown, and that time on 3rd and long, or 2nd and long, he picks up most of it back. This will be 2nd and about 2 now, or 3rd and 2 for Meridian.
Neild, the safety, also back there for Rigby, was Benedict. Did a nice job in covering up those deep routes. 4 down territory for Meridian. 3rd and 2 on a stretch play. Handoff. First down for Del Rio across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. Del Rio picks up 6. Clock still runs.
Hey, we're under 4 minutes. 3:52 on the clock, and they've done a great job at eating this up. I think that score, when did it come? At the
8:57 mark.
So they've eaten up 5 minutes and are just now at the 40-yard line of Rigby.
First down and 10 at the 40. Del Rio and Antonacci in the backfield. There'll be a handoff. Antonacci over left tackle, and he's spun down after a gain of 3. As it's the defensive end for Rigby to come down and make the stop, Damian Walker. I love it when I make the call on the tackle before the PA announcer does, and we say the same thing.
Gotcha.
2nd and 7. Clock still not becoming a big factor, but if you're Rigby, it is. Meridian has all of their timeouts. 2nd and 7. Play fake, looking deep, man open, caught Riley. First down near the 25. What a dart that time, and the funny thing is that Meridian had Corbin Freese wide open if they would have looked for him. But Riley with a catch down to the 26-yard line, a gain of 11.
This has been a great drive for Meridian. They have eaten up all of this time there, and now under 3 minutes to go, 2:56 on the clock, just knocking on the door now, ball at the 26-yard line.
First down and 10, Meridian at the Rigby 26. Handoff, Del Rio cuts back. He's across the 20, down inside to the 19-yard line. Marco Del Rio with a big gain on first down, and the ball was spotted at the 19. Give him 7. Nobody has been stopped in this game.
This is going to come down to the last play. There's no doubt. 2:30 to go.
In the red zone. 2nd and 3. Handoff, Del Rio coming right side. He's got the first down. Broke another tackle, still going. He's inside the 10, down to the 6. He was being relentless.
Yeah, somehow stays on his feet. I thought for sure he was brought down around the 15-yard line, or around the 12, and rolls forward and picks up another 10. But if you're Rigby, you honestly kind of like that they're down in there, 2:15 to go. If they're going to score, they might as well do it now. If you're Rigby, you want it in now.
1st and goal at the 5 with just before the play is snapped. We'll be inside of 2 minutes right now. Antonacci behind Martinez under center. They'll turn. Antonacci takes the handoff. He's going forward near the goal line. Is in. Touchdown Meridian. We're tied. Cross Antonacci, his 2nd touchdown run. We are tied at 35 in the kicking game, which has been a problem all year long for Meridian. Could be the key here tonight if Arsenault can knock this one home.
There's a lot of pressure riding on those shoulders right now.
35 all. Good snap, spot, kick up, it's blocked. We're tied at 35.
Oh my goodness. Rigby's turn this time. Oh my, as the entire line blows through. I don't know who blocked it because there was 4 of them back there. My goodness, what a block by Rigby special teams to keep this thing tied up with 1:50 to go.
And now it turns to the veteran leader for the Rigby Trojans and Tiger Adolfo, who's been in a couple state title games. He's won a state title. And now he has 1 minute and 50 seconds to try to get it down the field and win it for the Trojans.
Oh my goodness. I got goosebumps. That's crazy. This is the best game I've seen all year.
And
what a game.
There was nothing wrong with the center exchange to the snap and the speed of the kicker. The mechanics was right.
Yeah.
Nobody blocked.
No, there was 4 Trojans back there just saying, kick it. I'm here. I'll block it. That thing never even rose.
And you think about how it is in the college game where you can return that for 2. Both chances, there could have been a chance to run those ones back.
So Rigby, 1:50 to go to try and win this thing. If not, we might get some extra time.
They'll be ready to kick off from the far hash mark. He's hit a couple into the end zone so far tonight as he approaches the ball. He'll kick a high end over end, but short kick. Lords is going to come up, take it at the 5, down the numbers, 15, 20, breaks 1 tackle near the 25-yard line. 77 yards from pay dirt is where the Rigby Trojans will start. What a drive that time for Meridian as they took off nearly 7 minutes on the clock. It was 16 plays, and it went 78 yards for the touchdown. On the 5-yard run by Antonacci. 1st down and 10 for Rigby. Out of the pistol. Low snap, back to pass. They'll throw the inside screen. Caught by the tight end, but not a lot of running room this time for Dancy. As they ran the inside screen to Con Dancy, they will give him 6.
Yeah, they don't have much time to play with to do little inside passes like that with only 1 timeout.
At worst, you could go to overtime. They'll throw an out route, Antonacci, but he goes out of bounds. I should say it was Falavai who goes out of bounds, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, he only picked up about a yard. They're going to give him a yard.
See, Falavai, 2nd reception of the day.
Hey, you got to get the 1st down here as the crowd gets loud.
1:16 to play. Rigby has just 1 timeout. Out of the shotgun. It'll be a quarterback sneak. 1st down and then some. To the outside, Adolfo across the 40, near the 45-yard line.
What a
Tiger
run.
Adolfo that time, a design run. and it goes all the way out to the 42-yard line. Give him 16.
Tell you, if I'm a Weber State coach watching this, I know I am getting a guy in Tiger Adolfo who can make the big play at the big time at the right moment. He has done so all evening and picks up a huge first down on that scramble to keep the drive alive for Rigby.
Tied at 35, 109 left in regulation. Empty set, Adolfo back to pass, and now being blown dead at the line of scrimmage. And I believe it'll be a false start on Rigby. 7th penalty for Rigby tonight.
First down, if you're going to have a penalty, let it come in.
Interesting. We'll see if they put 2 seconds back on the clock or not. It was at 109. They do not put the 2 seconds back on. Interesting. Should have been a dead ball play. Empty set. Adolfo back to pass. Goes over the middle. Caught. Breaks a tackle. 50. He's near the first down marker. They'll push him forward. Now has the first down. As they got it into the hands of Coons, it'll be a gain of 16 and a first down.
And Coons just has a swarm of Warriors on his back trying to rip that ball away with every effort they can, and he just wraps it up.
Quickly up to the line, Adolfo. Quick pass outside. Flag is down. And along the far sideline, caught again by Dancy. Whistles blow. We'll see if it's blown dead at the line or not. Flag along the far sideline. And usually if there's offside or a false start, the play's blown dead. We'll see what it is. We're waiting for the officials to come over, and it looks like it's going to be on Rigby. Adolfo, 17 of 24 for 188 yards, but they'll have to back him up 5. Back to the 49-yard line. 50 seconds left. Packed house here in Meridian. Low snap. Adolfo pump fakes, throws. He's got the catch at the 45-yard line. That's Coons. His 9th reception. He's over 100 yards. It's a gain of 6.
And they have got to hurry. This clock now under 40 seconds and only after a 5-yard pickup.
2nd and 9 with 30 seconds left. Low snap. Adolfo looks to run. Tries to get outside. Made one man miss, but not the second. Great open field tackle made by Ashton Gardner. As the clock is at 25 seconds and Rigby uses their final timeout after a loss of 2.
Yeah, how different would this drive be if Rigby had those timeouts? They burned them early in the third quarter, left with only 1, and now 25 seconds to go, 46 yards. Definitely doable, but you would have loved to have those timeouts where you could throw across the middle and go down.
Watching Yaminski in warm-ups kicking field goals, he was trying 50-yarders, and he was coming up short. So I think they need to get the ball down to the 20 to be in his range, but he's only attempted 2 field goals all season.
Yeah, and it was a 20-yarder that he made. So, I mean, you got to get inside the 5 to be booting a 20-yarder. So we'll see what they draw up here. It's got to be sideline. Or, if you go down inbounds after that first down, you sprint to that line and clock it as fast as you can.
We'll see. Armando Gonzalez has diagrammed on the far side for the white and the maroon of Rigby. The maize and navy to the near side. 3rd and 9 at the 46. Low snap. Back to pass Adolfo. All the time in the world. Waits, looks, throws. Nearly intercepted.
There's a flag down.
And I see a flag down, and we'll wait to see if it's offensive pass interference, defensive pass interference, or holding with 18 seconds left.
I think it's a hold on the defense. I think when your quarterback's back there that long and get a flag back in that spot, it's way back in the defensive backfield, and it looks like that might be the call. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
He was looking for Coons with a strong arm, and it is holding on the defense.
And anger over here. There looked like there might have been a hold on the last play on Rigby, and now the fans, angrily ask for that. Why do we not get that? But down to 18 seconds now.
In the high school game, it's a 10-yard penalty, so now at the 36. Rigby, remember last year in the state championship game, lost late to Rocky Mountain. The year before, it was a wild one against Coeur d'Alene. 18 seconds left in regulation. Rolling out Adolfo. He'll throw back over the middle. It's caught, but it's in play. Along the far side, out of bounds with 13 seconds left.
There's not much time for anything other than a long throw and get out of bounds, or some chucks to the end zone as there are 35 yards to go.
Don't think you can clock it from here now. Dancy's 8th reception. 2nd and 9 with 13 seconds left. Two deep secondary. They'll give him anything underneath. Dancy in motion across the formation. Rolling out Adolfo, looks, lobs, had Lords open, but overshot him with 9 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, he was open at the 10. It just overshot him. If he catches that, momentum will take him out of bounds at around the 9-yard line, and you probably have 2 shots at the end zone at that point.
He would have been in field goal range there.
Oh man, just out of the reach, just over his head. You know, Adolfo would love that one back.
3rd and 9. 35 seconds left. This is where John Zamberlin may use a timeout. Ball at the 35. Receivers right and left. They'll bring the tight end, and now all of a sudden, whistles from the back judge, and I believe it's going to be a delay of game on Rigby. And it is. Back them up 5.
So we'll probably get a chance here to see how strong of an arm Adolfo has and how quickly those receivers can get back.
One thing that is also, I just realized, the wind, which was dead silent when we started today, now is blowing in the face of Adolfo. So even if he does get it towards field goal range, now you're kicking into that breeze. 3rd down and 14, ball at the Meridian 40. Make it 4 receivers set, and Adolfo back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, lobs deep, and no one's there with 4 seconds left. And now it's Hail Mary time.
This is it. We're going to see the Hail Mary for Rigby. We'll see if Meridian can get up there and knock it down, or if that Hail Mary will be answered.
If you're John Zamberlin, I'd call timeout. You want to make sure your defense knows exactly what you need. I see Johnny Z on the near sideline barking at his defense. One of his assistants saying, do we call timeout or not?
My gosh, they're going to kick a field goal?
Although it looked like they'll line up for a 57-yard field goal.
Oh, my gosh.
And now the timeout comes. As they brought Yaminski on, do they think are they trying to get flashbacks of last week over at Rocky Mountain?
That's right. That's a long kick. That is almost 60 yards that he's lined up at.
Was it Evan Hershey last week from 58?
Ian Hershey, 58 yards, set the state record. Maybe he wants that record. But what did they throw him out there to throw off the defense and get that timeout? Now they have the time. They got to go 40 yards, and Highland has won. So Highland defeats Rigby.
Highland 29, Eagle 27.
So we know if Rigby wins, it's at Holt Arena. If Meridian wins, it's here in the Treasure Valley.
There'll be a 4th down and 13. I'd be shocked if they send the field goal unit on. And they will not. It'll be the offense. A little gamesmanship. One last chance for Rigby to win it in regulation. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Back to pass. Waiting is Adolfo. Time. He'll throw it up for the heavens. It's going to be a jump ball. It is caught, but short of the end zone. Caught at the 10-yard line, but there is a flag down. And if it is roughing the passer, it could give him one untimed down. If it's holding, we're going to overtime. We'll wait to see. Right now, a 30-yard gain. It was caught by Dancy down at the 10.
I think either way, the game, if it's a hold,
We go to overtime.
It's over, yeah. The official's coming over to talk to the Meridian sideline about it, which leads me to think it's on Rigby.
So it will be an illegal blindside block called against Rigby. Meridian will decline the penalty because that will send them to overtime, and we get extra football. Each team will get a drive from the 25, and for the first time today, someone didn't score. And credit the Meridian defense.
And the clock is what ended it, just like it did in the first half. The clock ended it for Meridian, and now the clock ends it for Rigby. And man, it wasn't without drama, with 2 straight blocked extra points for both teams that kept this thing at 35 all, as now we're, like you said, we get some extra football here.
Looking along the near sideline, I see Zeke Martinez, the freshman, who came in for his older brother Malachi early in the season, throwing on the near sideline. Wouldn't think you'd see him come into the game, but we'll go out to midfield and all-important coin toss because, and I saw this come, and Greg Kilmer for the Idaho Press is here. He was there the day it happened as well. College of Idaho was playing Montana Western and went to overtime. The Yotes won the toss, said they'd go on defense. Both teams scored in the overtime. We go to the second overtime. So the team who lost the first toss got the chance to say what they wanted. Montana Western said, we want the football. They didn't go on defense first. Yotes stiffened, blocked a field goal, and then CFI went down, scored, and won the football game. So there's always some interesting things that could happen. And especially in the high school ranks, you got to make sure you tell your guys, if we win the toss, you've got to tell us what to do. And you're going on defense. That's the smart thing. You want to know what you need.
What you need, yeah. And I don't, is anybody going to, is one defense, we might be here a long time tonight. I don't know if anybody can stop them inside the 25.
All right, they are looking at the coin right now. It'll be Rigby to make the call. And we'll wait to see who gets excited. Rigby wins the toss, and I believe they will go on defense. We'll see. And then Meridian will get to choose which direction they want to go. Rigby will get to, looks like they want to go defend the wind at their back. So Meridian looks like they'll have the football first. And that's the way it'll be. So Meridian will have it first, wind at their back for both teams. Again, it is the old school Kansas tiebreaker in overtime. Ball starts at the 25. You got 4 downs to get a first down. You don't get the first down or don't score, the other team gets another possession. Same rules apply. First team that wins, wins.
Yeah, it's not like college now where they start going for 2.
Not like
go into 9 overtimes at Penn State. But
not like the NFL. Actually, in the high school game, they're spotting at the 10-yard line. I didn't know that. I thought it was the 25.
All right, so we'll go to the 10. So 4 downs to get in, and
I can tell you that's not how it was when I played. It was always at the 25.
Like I said, I don't. We might be here a while. I'm getting my fingers ready to put these scores in. There's 10 yards out for these two teams that hadn't been stopped all night is no big deal, I'm sure.
Winner to take on the Highland Rams in the 5A state title game next week. It'll be first down and goal at the 10 for Meridian. Martinez under center. He will hand off Del Rio over right tackle. He's inside the 5, a gain of 5 on first down. Del Rio has really turned into the workhorse here late. Now 8 carries for him for 54 yards, nearly 7 yards a trot. We're in overtime, tied at 35. Second and goal at the 5. Under center Martinez, handoff. Antonacci up the middle, surges forward. He's down to about the 2. Antonacci, 14 carries for him for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. Third and goal at the 2.
I think we see the same thing, keeping it on the ground, whether it's Del Rio or Antonacci, don't know. But it's going to stay on the ground, I think, right here.
You also got Martinez under center. Wing T formation, turn, play fake. No, it's a handoff, and Del Rio stopped behind the line. I thought it was Martinez with a football, but they handed it off to Del Rio, and up front for Rigby, a huge stop by Walker, and it brings up 4th down at the 3. They will not try a short field goal. A Rigby stop, all they have to do is score, and they head to the state title game.
Big play here for Meridian. Got to get in that end zone.
4th and goal at the 3. Handoff to the outside, going in, touchdown, Meridian. It's Bennington again. He scored their first touchdown. He scores that one, and for the first time today, the Warriors have the lead.
Man, and that play was blown up in the backfield. Byington was lucky to get the handoff because Martinez got hit in the back, and so did Del Rio, and I thought it was going to be a loss on the play, but somehow Byington sneaks out of it, and they got to block better on this extra point than they did last time.
Arsenault on for the extra point, trying to make it a 7-point game. Good snap, kick, blocks again in the middle of the defense. Crashing through for Rigby, right up the middle. It was Nick Fangupo who came in and got a hand on it. And now Rigby, with a touchdown on conversion, can win it.
What a game. What a play by Rigby special teams. Again, back-to-back blocks on extra points when they needed it. And now all the Trojans have to do is score and make the extra point, and they are headed. Well, that one will be in Pocatello to the state championship game against Highland.
A defensive stomp for Meridian. They head to the title game. Adolfo work out of the pistol. Falavai behind him. 3 receivers to the top. They'll bring the tight end in motion. And whistles all over the place. It's going to be motion, I believe, on Rigby, and it's going to make it 1st and goal from the 15.
Gets on Meridian. I think Meridian jumped off, and that drew Rigby.
And it did. Oh, boy. I saw the left tackle for Rigby move.
And I think, and a lot of people they saw that too, but I think the right end over there for Meridian jumped forward just enough to get him to move. So now only 5 yards to pay dirt for Rigby.
Rigby hasn't been able to be stopped on offense. Only time has stopped them today. 1st and goal at the 5. Adolfo out of the pistol. He'll turn, handoff, Falavai lunging forward. He's inside the 5 to about, I think, the 4. So maybe a yard gain. Not much running room. Looked like he was going to bounce off a tackler, but the linebacker for Meridian, Max William, the junior, was able to stop him for no gain. 25 carries on the day for Falavai. Check that, 27 carries for 137 and 2 touchdowns.
What a workhorse tonight Falavai has been.
Out of the pistol. Play fake, rolling out. Diving forward and in! Adolfo! Pump faked. He had a man open. It was Dancy in the corner of the end zone, and now it's an extra point to win it for Rigby.
And Tiger Adolfo, why not? Why not? He's been phenomenal tonight. His 2nd touchdown on the ground as he punches it in. What a phenomenal game from him. And he has put them in a position to win this game with an extra point. It all comes down to this.
Forrest Dominski for the win. Good snap, spot, kick on the way. It's up, wide right. He licked it.
Oh my goodness gracious. Let's do it again.
Why not? Good snap that time. And he pulled it wide right. We are tied at 41. And it'll be Rigby to go on offense next. That's 4 straight missed kicks. It would be, are we watching Cincinnati and Green Bay?
Yes, my goodness, that was, he got it off clean. He just shanked it. He pulled it, and man, if you're Meridian, you're breathing that sigh of relief, and now does the momentum go back to you now? But now you've got to go straight back out there on defense as Rigby will go on out first.
You would think now they're going over. It should be Meridian's decision whether or not they go with the football or go on defense first. Meridian defense rushed out there, but then all of a sudden they all came back to the sideline. We'll start it again at the 10-yard line. Tied at 41. And I believe it'll be Rigby football. Boy, I can tell you our sponsors are getting their money's worth tonight.
Oh, yeah, what a game. My goodness.
I wonder if Highland's driven down here to watch the end of this.
It's not far. Just head down Linder a couple miles.
Highland lost to Rigby earlier this year, 44-21. That was a mid-October game at Holt Arena. So it'll be Rigby's chance. 1st and goal at the 10. Adolfo will be out of the pistol. He will turn. It'll be a handoff. Big carry. Falavai to the corner. Touchdown!
There's a flag down. It came in late, and it's down at the 1-yard line, way away from the play.
And it looks like Rigby not celebrating as much. Falavai from 10 yards. We'll see what the call is. And it's going to be against Rigby. It's going to be a hold, I believe. It is. Nullifies the touchdown by Falavai.
And it was way away from the play. They threw it at the hash mark, and Falavai was in the corner of the end zone. It came in late and had nothing to do with the play.
Looked like a good seal block on the outside by the right tackle for Rigby, Talon Togiai. 1st and goal now at the 13-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff, Falavai, same play, 10, near the 5-yard line. So went right back to the exact same play, and he's back to the 5. So they'll give him 8 more.
Why not? You saw it work last time. The only thing that, that holding play brought it back. It had nothing to do with the play, and they went right back to it, and he picks up 8 yards.
29 carries, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns for Zeke Falavai. 2nd and goal at the 5. 2nd overtime. Tied at 41 in the state semis. Play fake. Keeping it, Adolfo. He's short, but he's down inside the 2, down near the 1. Tiger Adolfo has a couple rushing scores today, and they're 1.5 yards away from a touchdown. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 1.
This is where we've seen Adolfo keep it and punch it in himself. A couple times he just followed those blockers. Last time he moved around with it. We'll see if they want to keep it in his hands. We'll let Falavai do his thing. But I got to think it stays on the ground here on 3rd and about 1.
Rigby better get hurrying. Play clock is inside of 10. Heavy formation, low snap, keeping it, diving forward, and he says short.
Oh my goodness.
They said Adolfo is short, and it's 4th down. He dove forward, and it'll be inside the 1.
That ball is literally, there can't be but a blade of grass between the football and that goal line.
And they will go for it. 4th and goal at the half-yard line for Rigby, trying to regain the lead. First possession of the 2nd overtime. Heavy formation, under center, Adolfo. There was movement, no flags. He dives in. We wait to see the call. And nobody's put hands up yet.
Hey, he's in. Touchdown. There it is. Touchdown.
Oh, boy. The Meridian sideline going ballistic. as was I, because it looked like one of the running backs had moved. And so it is 47-41. And now, if you're Rigby, do you go for one or do you go for two? Adolfo with the keeper, his third touchdown of the day.
Looks like they might be going for two right here. I think it's a good call. They had the kick blocked. On the other kicks, it looked like they could have gotten them blocked too. Meridian did a great job at getting back there, and this time Adolfo in the shotgun. They'll go for two.
Out of the pistol goes Adolfo. They'll check and change the play call, and a timeout will be used by Rigby. What a ball game. Tiger Adolfo, 21 carries, 86 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's thrown for 225. Malachi Martinez for Meridian has rushed for 29 and a touchdown. Thrown for 159 and a score as well. If you look at the offensive numbers, it's all pointed Rigby. But Rigby hasn't been able to stop Meridian tonight. Not once.
It's funny, I was here a couple weeks ago, and Madison couldn't stop him either. Nobody's been able to stop Meridian the last couple of weeks, and obviously Mountain View couldn't either. That one, they ran all over the Mavericks. But right now, here's a critical two-point conversion. If you're Rigby and you get this thing in, you can't lose. And does that take a lot of pressure off of you and let you do your thing, knowing I cannot lose with the ball? So, it puts a lot of pressure on Meridian. Not that there's not already a lot of pressure on anybody in this building.
47-41 Rigby. Be interested to see if they move the ball to one hash or the other. And they will go for two.
I don't think so.
They'll split two receivers to the near side. Now they'll reset Sam Kuntz into the slot. Pistol formation with one running back. Goes the quarterback, Adolfo. He will turn, play action pass, rolling out, throws back corner, caught! Coons, 2-point conversion for Rigby. Double drag that time. They had the tight end.
They had Foster back there too. They had a double option back there.
And it is 49-41. And just as you mentioned, Logan, Rigby can't lose now, at least in 2 overtimes. What a day for Kuntz.
What a play right there. They had 2 different receivers as Kuntz kind of parked himself. He was open as the whole offense was moving from left to right in that way, and Kuntz was kind of working his way back the other way and found a little pocket as now 4 plays away from Rigby. If they can stop Meridian, they'll be going to the state championship game, but Meridian got a lot left to go here.
Martinez under center, hands off, Antonacci, not a lot of running room. Over left tackle, maybe a yard or 2. Clock will not run. There is no clock in overtime. They'll spot it to the 8. Make it, so it'll be a 2nd and goal at the 8. Meridian must score, must convert a 2-point conversion to send us to a 3rd overtime. 49-41 Rigby. They rolled the dice, went for 2 and got it. Under center goes Martinez. 2 tight end formation. They'll roll him out to the right, looking to the back corner. He's got a man open. They throw it. It's Antonacci. Touchdown Meridian.
Antonacci just wide open right there in the corner. In that front corner, catches it and goes just inside the pylon to get the touchdown for the Warriors. And he would just this a wide open spot right there, as now this 2-point conversion, a timeout will be called by Meridian as they got to convert here. This could be the final play of the game as Meridian trails by 2, double overtime, has to convert this 2-point conversion.
Rigby had a chance to win it at the end of the first overtime, but the point after attempt was pulled wide right. Now this time, it'll be Meridian needing a 2-point conversion to send us to a 3rd overtime. We were tied at 35 at the end of regulation. We were tied at 29 apiece Both teams scored touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Both teams missed point afters. And then in overtime, both teams missed point afters. One blocked, one pulled wide right.
So here we go. No team has really shown that they can stop somebody in a short situation like this. The advantage has been on the side of the offense so far. Rigby, this is their chance to make a big stop and get to the state championship game. Meridian, here's their chance to tie it up, and we'll go 3. Why not, right?
These are the moments as an athlete you wish for. If you're Rigby, you want to make a stop. If you're Meridian, you want to prolong this game. Martinez will go under center. Got to watch for Bennington in the slot. This for the ball game. Play action pass. Martinez throws. Caught! We're going to the third overtime. Riley on the play fake. We're tied at 49.
Riley's been the one to come up with the big catches when they need to be made for Meridian, and he does so again just outside in the flat, just a couple feet over that line. But once again, almost the same play we saw Martinez roll to the right side of the field as he catches it and goes in for the score.
So we'll spot the football back at the 10-yard line again, and we'll try it again. Meridian, I would think, will have the football, and they'll have the first possession of the third overtime period.
Well, I said it. I said bunker down. We might be here a while. And here it is.
Still have not been a turnover in this contest. The only defensive stop of the day was due to time on a Hail Mary at the end of regulation. So it's Meridian's try again. Top of the third overtime. Martinez under center, play action pass. Steps underneath. He's going to be sacked. Martinez sacked by Rigby.
Yeah, what a play.
Defensive lineman Dusty Wright, the senior, for a loss of 3.
Couple of different Trojans back there. No room to go. In the last couple plays, we've seen Martinez roll, and Rigby finally figured it out and said, we need to bring somebody here on the near side to cut him off. And they did it right there. Martinez looked back to his left, nothing there, and he gets wrapped up for a sack. So he'll go back about 3 yards. Not a huge sack. He came up a little bit, but he'll bring up 2nd and long.
Interesting, they went to the pass after the first 2 drives in overtime, went to the run to start. 2nd and goal at the 13. They'll go to the end around. Bynington near side, and he's cut underneath. Maybe a gain of 2. First time they've been able to stop that play today, and it was blown up that time by Falavai on defense after a 2-yard gain.
And so Byington, we've mentioned, the sophomore out there, he's had a couple of great runs, and that time again where he's like on the end of the line and comes around after some fake hands-off, gets around the edge and picks up big chunks. Not that time. Rigby snuffed it out, brings him down after picked up 2 yards, ball's at the 11, 3rd and goal.
And no Davis Thacker in these overtimes.
He hasn't come back in since that big hit he took midway through the 3rd quarter.
It's Freese to the top along with Riley. Out of the shotgun. Handoff. No, it's Martinez. Lobs. Back corner. Incomplete. 4th down.
And it's 4th and long. It's 4th and 11. This is the longest 4th down anybody's been in all night.
If you're Meridian, you got to go for it. And if you are Rigby,
you can smell it.
You can smell it if you can get a stop. Martinez, it looked like they were going to hand it off that time to Antonacci going over right tackle. Good design play. They had 2 receivers open in the far corner, but pressure came from the weak side from Rigby. 4th and goal at the 11th. They'll stack 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Out of the shotgun, and before they can snap the football, quickly coming down the line for Rigby is their head coach, Armando Gonzalez, to call timeout. Why keep that timeout in the back pocket on the biggest play of the game again? We've had a lot of big plays.
Yeah, that one right there. That one just thrown over. Nobody was going to come down with that one. That ball went out of bounds, sailing out of bounds. As the Rigby defense has had the pressure in the backfield in this third overtime, which they have not had really at all today. They haven't been back. Neither team has had that pressure back there. But Rigby finally making that push right now. And now it all comes down to this 4th and goal. Ball, the board has it as 10. Well, that's very generous. That ball's at the 11.
Do we get overtime pay?
Oh, no. What do you say, Paul? This is 3 overtimes. I'll count it as a game and a half.
49 all, top of the third overtime. That's my baseball call. 2 receivers to the top of the field, to the wide side. Martinez out of the shotgun. He will take the snap, rolls left, throws back, corner's got a man, incomplete! It's broken up along the far side!
What a defensive play. I can't see the number. They mob him.
I believe it was Falify on the far side, the younger Falify. As they had the back shoulder throw, trying to get it to Riley. He was open, but a huge hit.
He got there right when the ball did. Just a perfectly defended play. He waited. The receiver, Riley, got open, and as soon as it came, he made the hit and knocks the ball away. So just like that, a chance now for Rigby. But if this game has shown us anything, this game is not over, and Rigby might not score here. So let's see what happens as Rigby, though, has the upper hand.
You go to
here,
the bottom,
like you said, bottom of the third
overtime. What a throw by Martinez.
It was right on the money.
There was nothing all you could do. So now it's Rigby. It's Adolfo out of the pistol. Falify to the right, and they'll turn. It's a handoff. Falify up the middle. He's inside to the 5. Cross, should say huge day for Zeke Falify.
Now this ball is not in. I'll be shocked if it's not in the hands of Falify or Adolfo as this game wraps up, as they are 5 yards away from a trip to the state championship.
For a third straight year. 2nd down and goal. 2nd possession of the third overtime. They'll send a man in motion. Adolfo, hands off. Falify driving forward near the goal line. He is just short. 3rd and goal at the 1.
Meridian, great job. Get right in there and not let him in. You're still a chance as long as you can keep him out.
They'll go quickly up to the line. Under center goes Adolfo. He'll keep. He dives forward. A flag comes in late, and I do not believe that Rigby was set. I believe it will be a 5-yard penalty for false start against the team in white. We'll see if I'm right. White hat will come out, and it is a false start.
So the game was over, and then it is coming back 5 yards, so it'll be at the 6-yard line.
Adolfo had the touchdown, but the offensive backfield wasn't set. So this makes it a little different play call.
Still, definitely, you got to think they'll go for it. I don't know if they want to risk kicking it the way that's gone lately. So 2 downs to get inside.
3rd and goal at the 6. Adolfo will work out of the pistol. They'll bring Lords across the formation from right to left. They'll sprint him out, throw the inside screen, caught by the tight end, but he's short. Caught again by Dancy, his 10th catch on the day. Middle of the field. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, now what do you do? Is 4th down, ball's at the 2-yard line. Do you kick it here? It's a straight shot. It's a chip shot, but it looks like they are going to go for it.
Kicking game has been crazy. They will go for it. Meridian stops. They have new life, and now the Warriors will use a timeout. And this has got to be a decision if you're Rigby. Do you trust your kicker to make an extra point?
Yeah, do you trust your line? They blocked one. He missed one. It's been a little shaky, that Meridian defensive line on those plays has gotten back there. But do you not score if you've only got 2 yards? You're right there. They've been able to pick it up when they wanted to all night. And what do? Do you keep it in the hands of Adolfo? Do you put it in the hands of Falavai?
If you run a play, you got to run the run pass option with Adolfo. I mean, I think it's that simple.
Yeah,
you got to keep it in your playmaker's hands. But if you're me, you kick the extra point or the short field goal.
I would take the kick here. I think the kick, you are so close. I think you take the kick. I think.
But I don't think that's going to be the call.
Minsky.
Entire Rigby team on a knee at the far sideline, all arms entrusted. They're wanting to rush this field. Meridian 2 yards away with a stop from sending this to a 4th overtime. Everyone in tight. 3 running backs, 2 tight ends, and the quarterback, Adolfo. Out of the pistol. It'll be Adolfo. Into the middle. He's in! Rigby wins! And they're headed to their 3rd straight 5A state title game. Tiger Adolfo from 2 yards out. His 4th touchdown of the day. And it's pandemonium for the fans from Eastern Idaho. And it's District 5-6 that will have a state title game next week at Holt Arena.
What a play. Tiger Adolfo does his best. I'm a Panthers fan, so his best Cam Newton impersonation as he jumps over the line and gets in for the game-winning score in 3 overtimes as Rigby has punched their ticket to the state championship once again.
55-49 the final as Logan and I look to come up with our player of the game. What a wild one. It didn't take 1 overtime. It didn't take 2 overtimes. It took 1 defensive stop for Rigby and 1 failed defensive stop for Meridian. That was the difference in the contest.
And it came down to the overtime period where that stop was made. What a phenomenal finish we had here. What a game.
Well, Logan gets us ready for our player of the game. Let's look at our great sponsors who help bring you tonight's broadcast. And we thank our friends at Taylor Chevrolet, our friends at C&B Operations, our great friends at Avail Valley Construction. Thank you, Jab Construction, for all you've done for the broadcast tonight. Howell Orthodontics, Riggs Steel, Idaho Drug, Upper Valley Ortho, Rise Realty, Madison Memorial Hospital, Fall River Propane, Bell Financial Group, Scotty's True Value and CarQuest, and Rain in Style. Thank you to all of our great sponsors here tonight. And it's time to name the player of the game, but I think it's that simple.
I think you got to go with the man behind center there in control of everything tonight, Tiger Adolfo. I mean, you could go Falavai as well. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
You got it. He won them the game. It was that simple. So for Tiger Adolfo tonight on the ground, 22 carries for 88 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air. He finishes 21 out of 29 for 229 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bar none, the player of the game. And I tell you what, the Weber State football staff is going to get one heck of a football player.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Tiger Adolfo came out here, put the team on his back, and jumps over their backs to win this game. What a phenomenal effort by him. When they needed a big play, that's where they went. They didn't go anywhere else. It was in his hands when that big play was needed, and they're able to come away with a huge win tonight for Rigby.
Zeke Falavai ends the night with 31 carries for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. He added 3 receptions for 23 yards and a touchdown through the air as well. And again, without Taylor Freeman, their top receiver, Stam Coons, 9 receptions for 101 yards. Condancy, 10 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown. Had a couple big plays. But, what a job by Meridian, a team that I don't think anybody expected to be here. Malachi Martinez, 10 of 13 for 167 yards and 3 touchdowns. But it wasn't enough tonight, as in 3 overtimes. It was Rigby knocking off Meridian by a score of 55-49.
Yeah, like you said, congratulations to Meridian. What a phenomenal season they had. They just ran into a monster that is the Rigby Trojans. They've built a great program over the last couple of years.
It was a great day for football. And again, the 5A championship game is set, as it will have the Highland Ramps and the Rigby Trojans at Holt Arena. We haven't gotten word whether it'll be on Friday or Saturday.
So I think it'll be on Friday, because ISU plays U of I that day in the Dome. So it almost has to be on Friday, but maybe they'll play it after. We'll find out later.
It will be a great one. Geez, I thought last year's game we did together, Logan, was a great one, but
this one might have topped it. What a game!
This got to be an all-timer, as that's going to do it for our broadcast here from Meridian High School. Thank you to our manager and the head man who's probably listening to us right now, Paul Kingsbury. For my right-hand man, Logan Green, I'm Mike Safford, reminding each and every one of you, don't just have a great day, make it a great day. Remember, friends, this has been an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Championships. Tournament coverage presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, and by Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. Our final again tonight from here in Meridian in 3 overtimes. Rigby 55, Meridian 49. The Rigby Trojans are headed to their 3rd straight state championship game. We thank you for watching and listening tonight. But for now, from here in Meridian, good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com game streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.